All right. Before we start, does anyone remember what we did last session?
Yes.
Why do you not?
We just met
literally
Strahd.
just buried that guy's father,
Yeah.
and Strahd came out of the mist with his wolves and bowed,
Yeah.
and Leah
Peaced
bowed
out.
back.
Yeah,
Leah
he
bowed
did,
back, and the lady
Irena.
Yeah, it was
Irena
waiting.
was
Irena
like,
was hiding behind Kitlin,
Yeah.
and then he went back into the mist and disappeared, and
And-
that's where
yeah,
we.
fucked
That's
up.
exactly the point where we finished. But
Mhm.
there's still
So there's
the
a
crazy.
boy screaming
Doru.
in the basement.
Yeah.
Doru's in the
Yes.
basement.
What I think I'd like to do, like I usually do a little rundown at the beginning of those sessions.
Yes.
I'd like to hear events from your guys' perspective, because me saying it's like, this is definitely what happened, I am the voice of God. Whereas if I hear it from your guys' perspective, I get your take on it as well. So
Yeah.
Do you not
in
remember what happened?
character or
So-
no?
Is that what it is?
it
So
doesn't
there
have
was-
to be in character, but
Okay.
in character it's
There
good.
was the crazy guy downstairs who was shouting
Okay, no,
and
no,
screaming
no. Okay,
and
no,
hollering.
he's not a crazy guy.
He's a vampire, potentially.
Potentially.
He's like a
So-
He's a hungry dude. He's a
Bad-
hungry
He's a
dude.
hungry dude.
All you
He's a
guys
hungry
know
guy
is
locked
He's
in
a
the
very
screaming,
hungry man.
Father,
and he-
I'm starving.
Exactly.
So there's a
Let's
really
get that
hungry
man a
dude
sandwich.
being kept in the basement that either we need to take a sandwich to, or we need to.
take a steak
Take
to.
a
Take
steak
your
to the
famous
heart.
salads. Give him a salad.
Yes, give him a salad.
Get him a steak.
Fucking need to give everybody
Get him like a
salad.
chicken
If
salad.
No, if
Chicken Caesar
Stardew Valley
salad.
has taught me anything
Oh,
throughout this
chicken
entire
Caesar.
campaign, we just need to buy 50 salads at the nearest sort of convenience, the earliest convenience, and then dole them out to people. It's how you make friends with everybody.
You
No,
don't win
okay,
friends with salad.
Yes,
Bitches
you
love
do.
salad.
right? I got married off a salad in Stardew. Dora,
I'm glad you clarified and started.
Yeah, I was like, really?
To just pop in and go, yep, it was the salad.
yeah, my
Steve is
vegetarian
vegetarian though, isn't he?
husband appears and is like, yeah, no salad. Salad.
Yeah, salad's good.
So yeah, no, there is a really hungry dude in the basement who potentially is one thing or another, but we ought to go and at least see his condition and see if there's a way to help him before we do the inevitable, go down and stab him and then come back up again.
Inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Last night we were in an inn that it
Were we?
turns out.
Were
Oh,
we?
yeah. The end.
I thought we
Yes.
were staying in a house.
That was,
I
I
thought
thought
we were in the
No, we were at
Burgermeister's
the
house.
inn
Before that.
before the house.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
we were at the end
Um,
before the house.
Sorry,
There-
yeah.
It wasn't the name of the
nearby-
man.
Brad and Isaac got freaking
Oh, I don't remember. But
Robbed.
touched
li-
by the Vistani.
running that and living nearby are a group of people called Vishtani,
Yep.
who
Thieves.
are thieves and sort of they're kind
Misunderstood.
of illusioneers, as if it were.
They're
There's something
misunderstood,
not
attractive young women.
quite right about them. Yeah, they're attractive young women. There's something not quite right about them.
No, they're
Um,
misunderstood. It's fine.
They have sleight of hand.
Yes,
They're
in a
very,
land where
very light
everything else
fingers.
is grey, they are that injection of color.
Yeah. Which is odd.
Yes.
It's a very odd juxtaposition.
Very strange, especially considering how close they say they are. So sorry, I'm practicing my chopsticks with eyeliner pencils. We then went to the Burgermeister's house, and Isaac can't do his arm thing anymore.
I can't summon Jacote.
No,
Can't get it up.
no.
We even had that whole episode.
do
like,
his
we were
arm
out
thing
in the
anymore.
street.
Yes, yes.
Well, you guys weren't there, but Mercy, Kitlin, and Isaac had that episode in the street where he's like, I can't get it up.
I didn't say that at any point during that entire time. That's all you guys.
I have that document saved as well, by the way.
But it is kind of upsetting that that one thing that we keep coming back to help us with stuff now doesn't do a thing. In fact, it draws attention, it would seem, to the loud man in the fog
Mm-hmm.
and his wolfy friends.
Friend.
Mm.
Oh,
Was
no.
it just the one friend?
Oh, was it just one friend? Then it was
I
just
think
one friend.
I think there were multiple
Multiple wolves.
wolves.
Oh, are there
Yeah.
multiples?
I sort of saw it as like Strahd stepping out of the mist with like a pack of wolves behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was
pretty
like he
much.
was in
Yeah.
the middle and they were like flanking him on either side. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
All right, all
yeah.
right, Cool.
And the next morning, we carried the body of the father of Izmark and Irena
Kolyan Indirovich.
to the chapel,
man
which is
who
where we
wrote
found the
us
gibbering
the letter.
guy that was
The-
going a bit crazy
priest.
about his the priest guy.
Yeah.
Buried the dad.
At the wrong
was a-
time of day.
At the wrong time of day, there was a raven that turned up that was supposed to be good or bad luck. I can't remember which. And
It was like
we
an
saw
extreme
Strahd.
luck.
And then that's where we.
Yeah.
I think that was
Just-
everything.
Okay.
Then we had
Right.
the
Oh, and Kitlin got 47 to eat some weird body odor, smelling, tasting, liquidy porridge pudding thing.
I feel
And
so sorry, dude.
Brad tried to steal the letter from Mercy.
No, I
and-
did steal the letter from her.
But he
He
did
did
steal the
steal
letter,
one.
and then we just took it back again and gave it back.
Yeah, you made him give it back to me.
Like an
And
asshole.
me, Isaac and Brad, between them, lost about 170 gold.
Who had the more gold again? I think Isaac
did.
had.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yep.
Okay, and
Oh.
with that, we will get back to it. So bring it across to the map.
In character, everyone.
In character.
I need to zone to thinking out there. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see the rest of the village. Give me just a second.
That's to the village.
I couldn't see the rest of the village. Have you got a problem?
No,
You know,
No.
Quickly sounds like this.
no bueno.
I have a map of the entire
Oh, boy.
village.
Okay, so
No, I do too, but I was just on
Uh.
E1, so I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is my house now.
I live here.
I
Are you
live
moving
here
to-
now.
Are you moving here?
So you guys are currently stood outside the church. You're round about where E6 is. That's where you
Right.
buried the body of Kolyan Indirovich. You are with Irena and Izmark. What would you like to do?
This is
Well-
immediately after Strahd is fucked off, yeah?
Yes, so this is after the miss. They convalesced. He stepped forward. He bowed, and they receded with him.
Did we see him clearly, or did we not see him
I
clearly?
think we saw him
You
clearly.
didn't pick out like his facial features, but you could clearly see that it was a tall gentleman who,
Mhm.
was a big figure.
Okay.
I'm
Who's
sure
that
so.
lad?
If you
Oh,
remember clearly, Irena did say that it was Strahd
Yeah.
that
It
Yeah,
was
she did.
Strahd, yeah.
as she was hiding behind
And
Caitlin.
that's okay. That's fine. He's not coming for you. He's not going to hurt you. We
Mm.
got hold of you. It's fine. So we've got a bit of a decision to make now. How far away and in which direction do you need to go, Irina?
She needs to go to Vallaki, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Lucky, yeah.
But I'm
Yes,
not sure where that is in
Vallaki
relation to here.
Is a few days from Barovia, to the west.
To the west.
So that's the same direction as the Sir Pools, which is where the Vishtani are.
Which
Correct.
means we
Is
can't
it?
talk you out to going, can we, Brad?
Absolutely not.
Well, is it,
Oh dear.
Brad, is it worth us checking the tavern this morning before we go anywhere else, just to see if those ladies are still there, to see if we can just speak to those three ladies to get back? If,
But
I mean, if
they-
they're not there, then we'll have to go to the Sir Pools anyway.
They simply own the tavern, you know? They don't live there, you know?
No, I
No,
know,
but
but
if
they
they've
were still
got
there
one
when we
of those-
left.
What time of day is it?
Hmm.
I believe it was about morning, about 10, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might still be there. I mean, it's worth just
Yeah.
calling in. If it, I just feel like it might be easier to just talk to those three than to talk to a whole camp.
Well, I'd be interested in meeting Madame Ava anyway.
Of course, but
Hang
you
on.
know, just in the process of getting our money back.
If
It might be easier to talk to
Everyone's
the three of
really
them.
lucky.
That's fine. I got it.
if you two are going,
What's up, Joe?
I'm just checking because Leia said we were laggy.
Okay.
No, I think that's just Lear. I think maybe just refresh
Yeah.
it.
That seems okay now.
if you two are going back to the tavern, and we can trust you to go back,
Why would you not trust us to go back?
I mean,
Hmm.
I don't want to, we do have things to do that
Mhm.
aren't
Yeah.
bright, colourful women.
But the tavern is right next door to the
To the
merchant,
shop.
correct?
Yeah.
Which is you need to go there to sell some stuff. if I'm
yeah,
correct.
are
But
we
we
just
have more
going
pressing
to
concerns
ignore
right
the
now,
poor
though.
boy in the basement?
As you said before, we don't know if there's a way to save him.
Might I recommend we at least provision ourselves as much as we can before addressing any issues?
Maybe someone in the merchant shop. Maybe there's some information there we can find about whether we can save him. There might be a book, or maybe the merchant himself might know.
Okay, well,
Do you really think that it's a good idea to leave the old man here on his own with?
Maybe we
Dory?
try talking to the old man. Maybe he's a little bit
We
more.
tried
We've tried.
No, we tried
tried.
that before he did the funeral, and he managed to compose himself a little bit for the funeral, didn't he? Maybe now that he's in a better state of mind, he might be
right,
a little
okay,
more
well,
agreeable.
then you two go back to the pub and see what you can find.
Okay.
Let's see if we can gather any information here before we head to the merchant and make a decision about what we do from here.
Good.
Does that sound
okay.
better?
Yeah, I'll stay here.
I'm gonna go with Brad and Isaac.
So should we meet you in the little kind of square thing outside where the tavern and the merchant is?
Yeah, that sounds
Oh,
good.
The shop.
That
Okay.
that little hub area? Yeah.
Hey, Barn, come on, we're going.
He follows. He follows you down the road.
Alright, so we're heading back to the church.
We need to head back.
I
to
guess
here.
we're still there, aren't we? Well, we're in the graveyard at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So you guys are like here.
And I guess Irina, you should stay with us because I don't even want to think about what awfulness.
There we go.
No, good boys. Yeah, no, you'll make it there eventually. You keep walking. You'll make it there eventually. I'm surprised
It's
I
a
can't
jolly
see,
day
like...
in the neighborhood.
I thought 47 was coming with us.
Fine.
I love how you guys are just casually walking. What are you saying? Oh, I
I
should
have to
go
walk
to the...
faster. I've got shorter legs, so I have to walk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, getting back into it. So, Caitlin, Alston, and Mercy, you're staying up at the church, is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Indeed.
so you're with Irina and Izmark. Irina follows you back inside the church. You know, where you are met with... Shit, forgot his name. But
Oh, what was the name of the
Donovich, that's it.
Donovich.
Donovich.
He, after performing the funeral rites, he immediately went back into the church, and he's kneeling in front of the altar again, and he's resumed his prayer.
Okay.
Okay, so I walk up to him and I sort of shake him on the shoulder, and I say, priest, we have need of your aid. So does he respond to that, or?
He looks at you, acknowledges your presence, but he's still quietly uttering his prayer. Irina comes beside him and places a hand on his shoulder. She says to him, Donovich, I am thankful for laying my father to rest. What happened to Doru? And he gets muttering, and he mentions now that his son had left a while ago within a group of other villagers.
So Doru is his son.
Yeah, Doru is
Okay.
his boy.
Okay.
So he
And
left.
yeah, so I can't remember how Donovich spoke.
It's
Shit.
cool.
With
It's
a
sounded
cool.
old.
Well, hi there, guys.
Greetings.
I'm Donovich.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
Like,
bad.
It's
bad.
that ego raptor voice that immediately makes me feel like 12 again, but on new grounds. Like,
It's been a few weeks since we last played. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
He says, the foolish boy, he took off with other villagers to attack the castle.
Oh.
Came back to me like that.
like what? What is it that ails him? What is it that why is it that you keep him down there?
He has been overcome by a fury, by a thirst. He's a creature, not my boy.
Well, why do you
Can
say
we-
creature? What?
Can we elaborate a little on creature.
Does he still look
This.
Oh,
like your boy?
He wears the face of my Doru. I know my Doru is in there, but that is not my boy.
Do you think that he could be your boy again?
I can only hope that Lathander will give me the answer to that.
Okay, that's.
I'm so I grab Alston and Mercy aside for a second, sort of away from the other two, and go. I keep going back to you gods, and I've not seen any sight nor any sound of a god helping anybody.
there are no gods here.
Now you say that, but there are enough people who seem to think there are. So let's put that aside for 1 second, regardless of what you think, because what you think isn't going to bear on this. Whether
Keep your input to
there
yourself,
aren't.
Mercy.
Minus
No,
2 charisma.
Whether there are or there aren't, there's no help here.
You're very just then, just like
Shut up,
told him
Mercy!
there wasn't any gods, and he agreed, and you went, well, there might be, but
No,
not
there
right
might
now.
be. No, there might be, but they're not helping, are they? I've not seen any gods come in to help. If they are looking on, then
I will agree with you. At this point, the priest's prayers seem
Unanswered,
yes,
largely.
is it?
futile. Even that was the word. That was the word. I was.
So I turn to Kitlin. Kitlin, have you any experience at all in any diseases that might have, ravished hunger or anything like that? Any starving diseases or?
I'm a combat medic.
Susan, would any of us have heard of creatures with this kind of MO?
I tell you what, you three roll a history check.
There we go.
What am I
Oh,
rolling?
Lordy.
Dice! Yay!
Okay, so I will roll a d20.
This'll be good. History
No
check.
Can I
modifier.
not roll
Zero!
nature instead?
Oh,
10.
6.
History.
Oh,
Uh,
Roll it. Roll it.
15.
Yeah.
17.
All right.
Oh wow.
From what you've picked up, Kitlin, is like old folk tales and whispers from people you've treated, and they mention things about a thirst and a hunger, and creatures that have terrible fangs that look like humans and seem to drain the blood from their victims.
Okay.
Good thing I see. This is why I asked the cat one, the
So-
Kitlin.
So basically,
no.
vampires.
You have to remember, when you treat soldiers, some of them speak, and not all of them have sort of, normal things to say, and a lot of them want to tell you about the things that they've seen, and some of them speak of these. They're people. They're people. They're not, creatures. They're not animals. They're people. But they grow these teeth at the front, and they become eternally thirsty for the blood of others.
It's funny because Kitten was actually a Neko person, so she can actually do the hiss.
But they have these teeth, and they set upon other people and drain them of blood, but that doesn't fill them. They go on to the next person and the next person, and they don't stop, from what I remember. There were never any tales of them going back to being people. There were never any tales of
Is that
them.
true? Is there absolutely no way to unturn a vampire?
What if we remove their teeth?
Then they attack people. They attack until they can find blood. That's just their easiest way in. They talk of them.
Wait a second. This sounds very familiar. This didn't we deal with people like this in the what the fuck did I put it? Demore. The
Demorians.
Demorians.
They might
They
have.
seem
They might have been, but none of them
Because
sat
I'll
on
be honest,
me.
seemed very menacing as we were being pursued through those forests.
But if you think about it, these people that I've heard of, they're driven mad by it. I've never heard of anybody being civilized. I've never heard of anybody being able to run a household off of it. I don't know. Possibly if they found a way to save it or I don't know. All I know is that they talk of them as if they were animals, as if they were monsters.
Are we still hearing Doru wailing downstairs, or is he gone quiet?
So Doru, he goes quiet for periods, but then you hear like bursts of frenetic energy of him clawing at the wood above him, banging on something and screaming and wailing in agony.
I never used to believe it, that people could be manic, you know? Like, we used to treat people in pain who would lash and kick and bite and scream. But never people who were monsters, who were animals even. These people...
What changes them? Did you hear anything about how they would have been changed?
Just that they would have teeth and that they wouldn't stop. That they needed to have the blood of others.
So, okay.
I don't know what to tell you other than that.
Do we... Okay. Let me ask. Okay. So was the change... Do you remember hearing if the change was gradual or sudden?
You have to remember, it was so difficult to piece together what these people were saying.
Okay. Can we... maybe we should ask the priest.
Friend, since he came back, was he your boy at all when he came back? How has he changed, and how quickly, on what scale?
When he came back, he was that creature. He fooled me with smiles and platitudes, and then he attacked me, and I trapped him in the undercroft.
Yeah, how did you manage that? That's
Quite a feat.
yeah.
He attacked you?
Yes. He didn't bite me. He tried. It was almost a year past. I barely remember it now.
So you've had him in the basement for a year.
Almost
Is what I'm
a
getting
year.
from this.
And
So
what,
he's gonna be.
what has he
Wait.
eaten? What has he had to drink? What is he?
Any unfortunate rat or mouse that finds its way down there, but I have not freed him. I've not fed him.
I don't know of any...
This
human
sounds
that
like
could
a
live year.
situation that we can either intervene in now and like decide where that intervention is, or this is a thing that's been going on for quite a while now.
Then it needs to end. If there's something dangerous down there that could hurt other people.
See, if this had been recent, I would have agreed with you. But because it's been a year, like, it's a big risk.
Any security that was there a year ago.
It's probably rotted away. Like, I worry about that. Like, I worry if the boy has the strength to break out,
There
then he
are
would be
people
loose
still
upon
here.
this. He would be loose upon this village. Indeed.
There are people still here. I can't think if I know anything. If they ever said how to stop them,
Maybe the
Can I
merchant
try?
will hurt something.
You can
think?
roll another history check, and we'll see if anybody
Okay.
divulged any secrets to
Shit,
Pip.
definitely
just
history.
Pip.
Definitely history.
Just Pippa.
Just Pip,
Okay.
because she's the one with knowledge of them. She's told you
Okay.
about
That's
them.
true.
Alright. Nice.
Oh!
Go Pip!
Oh!
Okay.
Um,
I kind of.
So you heard ramblings of that they are weak to sunlight. Sunlight's very detrimental and painful to them. Also, that they cannot crossing running water. Running water is abhorrent to those creatures, and that mortal weapons do very little.
So knowing that, do you feel that we are equipped to deal with this?
What's the weather like outside?
I have a wooden
Outside
staff.
is very
like this.
overcast. It's daytime. It's very dull. But as you've noticed in your
There was
time in
some drizzle
Barovia,
as well, if I remember
even
correctly.
during the daytime, it's very dark.
I believe it was drizzly
Right.
as well when we first.
Where's the nearest stream?
We'd never gotten that.
We haven't seen one. I don't think.
No. Yeah.
Yep, you
Follow
missed
that
one.
map.
We'd
So
never.
yeah.
Is there
So,
any
no
running water
sunlight.
nearby, as natural as it could be?
Is this an open question to like Arena and?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Irena. She.
What's that?
What is this then? She takes
Aw.
a second to think, and she says, "The river Ivlis runs through the valley. It is
How far's the valley?
Do we? See
Actually,
it?
this doesn't seem helpful now that I think about it, because we just have to open the gate, run away from him, and hope he follows us for 300,
We hope
500.
we can run faster than him.
Yeah.
We don't know how fast he is.
This is a terrible plan. Are there any taps in this
no.
church?
No.
Wait.
Just open the faucet and just stand behind it.
Just holy water, like.
Oh yeah.
As far as you've not heard anything about holy water.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so all we've got
it's
between us
sunlight?
are mortal weapons, which is not good.
That's not. In
Yeah.
which case, seal him in as best you can.
Does mortal weapons include silver weapons, or does that not include silver weapons?
We don't know, do
We've
we?
seen Brad managed to find a silver.
I don't know anything about silver helping. I just know that your regular bog standard weapons aren't gonna help.
Yeah. So
More likely
Brad,
to annoy him more than anything else.
our bard he found a silver short sword in the last in the death house. No, sorry, in the death house. And that seemed to be a little more effective against creatures that were not
You want to fight him with
that
one sword.
that seemed resistant to our.
You want to fight him with one sword.
No, all I'm saying is that silvered weapons seem to do good against things that were resistant to our ordinary weapons. It seemed to do a little better. So this might be a situation where silvered weapons would help us out if we had them. I'm just
I don't think it would help.
an
to set
observation.
No, I okay, I will go with that. But my suggestion,
We only have the one, so
my
Unless we
suggestion
can get
is, as painful as it is we block him in as best we can while we are still here, and we leave. I'm honestly sorry that he's screaming. I'm honestly sorry that your boy's not coming back.
well, we've
Wait,
gathered
that's
a little bit of information here. The plan was to try and gather as much information as we could, then head to the shop and meet up with the others. So this might be a good time to go and relay that information to them. You can also have a look in the shop and maybe silver weapons, maybe.
Do we have
You want
the
to remember-
money?
All right, so Donovich, he can see he's weeping, not like blubbing openly, but there are tears down his face. He returns his prayers, but there seems to be like a moment of lucidity, and he turns towards Irena. He cups her hand with his face and goes, "Dear sweet Irena," and then he looks at her neck. And you can see for a minute, the recognition is there. He realizes what's happened.
This isn't
This is-
good.
You
No.
must go to the Abbey of Saint Markovia. They will be able to hide you. They will protect you there.
Wait, he sees.
Abbey of St. Malkovich.
Yes, St. John
Markovia.
Malkovich.
Yes.
The Abbey of St. Markovia.
Markovia.
Marco.
Okay.
Markovia.
Where's
The
me
Abbey of
notes?
Markovia.
Where's me notes?
Matt, we're not there. Stop writing.
Stop metagaming, you shits.
Oh,
Taking notes.
I'm gonna tell him that he can
Marco-
write it
yeah,
down.
no, so-
They're going to tell us that later anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
so we're
just fast
Abbey,
forwarding through a
where
conversation.
is it?
Hang on, I need to find it on the map so I
Yeah,
can tell you.
does Irina know of this?
Where it is?
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Like,
There's a pen.
Hang on.
No.
I've got the map of Barovia on my wall.
Oh,
of course you did.
It's here.
Of course you did. Spoilers.
Markovia, did you say?
Yeah.
Yep.
John Malkovich, sweetheart.
John Malkovich.
Okay, yeah.
Countess Markova.
You got to find the secret door that leads to the New Jersey Turnpike.
Time to try and like see the map on Susie's wall.
It's not on the map. What the fuck?
Breaking my heart every
I
day.
know it's to the west, so he confirms to you that it's to the west. He tells you where it is, and when I know where it is, I'll tell you where it is.
Okay,
But
good.
it's definitely where we're heading, yeah?
Yes,
So
he
we
says
all
it's
know,
to
but
the
we're
In that
not.
So he
general
hasn't,
direction.
he hasn't
Oh,
just
yes.
said, Irina, don't
I
go
will-
to the place that you've told these people to take you. Go in a completely different place.
I will go. I will tell you where this place is. Fade to black.
Yeah.
Next
Listen
time.
here,
Everything
On
seems
Dragon
to be
Ball Z.
west. Which we team
know.
always go left, aka team left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which,
it's like the
which,
place
which
was made for you.
landmark is the most west? And then we'll...
We'll just assign that to be
Hang on.
the Abbey of Markovia.
Saint
Oh, it's in,
Sokovia.
it's in Kresk, which is like as far west as you can get.
Oh,
Journey to
further
the
than-
west.
further than Vallaki.
West, where the air is
Is
clear.
it
That's
al-
further-
this
that's
feels
further
like
than
almost an
Vallaki.
Odyssey now.
Journey to the west. I'm totally the Monkey King.
So
Boom.
what I'm actually going to do is I'll just bob you across because I've got a map of Barovia ready for you guys.
Irina pulls this out of her
Ooh.
pocket.
It just like unfolds.
So-
just it keeps going. It's like...
Is over
Oh, I see.
here.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Oh, village of Barovia. That's where we are.
That's where we are.
Ah.
And Kresk
I've been spelling
is
all these
right-
places wrong.
Wait. Where's
Kresk.
Kresk?
Kresk is there. Where?
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's in the upper left.
And we were going to Vallaki before?
Vallaki, yeah, there.
Vallaki. Where's Vallaki?
Vallaki, there's no A. There's no A next
And
to
there's the
Vallaki.
Serpals. The Serpals are there.
That's the falls. The pool is here.
So I'm
Please,
assuming this lovely little landmark here, the orange one.
So we should probably like
Ma-
not go anywhere near that and like, oh, we're fucking round.
Mount-
No,
right.
don't you fucking smile.
There's Mount
I wonder who
Kharkiv at
lives
the bottom.
there.
Like,
Must be someone very
I
important.
don't know, but if we drop me off at the door, do you think he'll be like so put out that he'll leave the rest of these guys alone? Like,
No, no,
hello,
you
I'm
bring
trying
in
to
another
help you with
potato.
the wiring. Wow. Let me destroy all your curtains. Wow.
But going back to Barovia.
okay. So he wants us to take. Well, I mean, it's if you looked at that map, it was on the way. It was like.
They're pretty close.
Vallaki was.
Vallaki?
You have to take the same road, and
yes. So
that
we could go
further
through
down.
and then further on.
Yes.
So Donovich says to you, the Abbey of St. Markovia is in the town of Kresk. Follow the Svarlich Road and you'll get there. But in his
Thanks.
voice and without all that fuck around that I did.
Okay. No.
But he says that at the end. This is not in Susan's voice. This is in my voice.
Because I've been
Well, like,
talking
who the
about
freak,
DM.
Susan?
My immersion. Oh god.
The fourth wall, it shattered.
I'm doing my best to remain in character here.
Okay, so
Cool. Right.
So with
So,
that, I'm gonna
the
grab hold of her and we're gonna go walking down towards the shop thing. But again,
Okay.
not in my voice, in fucking
Are you
Welsh
walking?
accent extraordinaire.
in Caitlin's voice.
I don't see you walking.
Ismark,
Oh, hang on.
Irena, Caitlin, Alston, and Mercy make their way down to Bilbo.
Alston's strutting into town.
Just
Oh
like a
yeah.
pack
Oh,
car.
Saturday Night Fever and me, like, it's fucking strutting.
Okay, so did you guys go into
Go
what do you
down
want
some
to do?
stairs.
So Isaac, Brandon, 47. What were you doing while these lot were up at the church?
Okay, so we're outside the tavern now, are we?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so I turn to these guys and I'm like, okay, be cool. I'm gonna take a look inside first. Okay, you
I'll
guys
follow
wait
your
here.
lead.
You guys wait
Watch
here.
your feckin' pockets this
You
time.
guys
Okay.
wait here.
We'll wait outside. Fine.
Hang on, hang on.
Okay.
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 All right.
Joe.
No,
I might be a few minutes. Okay. So I step
If you
into
need
the
us,
tavern.
there should be some kind of safe word if in case you need us.
Oh, I'll have a safe word.
No, no.
Okay.
But I enter the tavern.
Okay. So you enter the tavern, and you see that it's quite dark inside. There's not much in the way of light, and you see right at the back of the bar. You see, fucking what's his name again? Jesus Christ, Arik.
What's his name? Arik? Okay.
All right.
Arik the barkeep, polishing glasses. That's all you see in the tavern.
while he's inside, I'm just gonna turn to Isaac and say, "This is not going to go well."
Well, there's a good chance they might not
It's
even
gonna be
be there.
good.
So
If they are there, I just feel like it's going to be better than going into a whole camp full of Vishtani to try and ask for some gold back. Let's see.
I start walking slowly up the length of the bar, up towards Eric, and I'm like, "Hey, Eric, how's it going? Remember me from last night? I was the guy with the pockets full of gold, buying beverages for the whole tavern. You seem to remember that?"
So Arik puts down his cloth. He puts down the glass, leans over the bar to look at you, and he says, "Small glass of wine."
Yeah, I can't see that.
Fucking asshole.
Just wine. One
Sorry, what?
please.
What? Oh, okay, right. So you'll probably recall, I was engaging with your employers last night. They wouldn't happen to be around today, would they?
Again, he repeats, "One glass of wine, copper piece, pitcher, a silver piece."
Fine. Fuck you, Eric. I'm out. And I turn on my heel and walk towards the door.
Arik picks up his cloth, picks up a glass, and resumes his polishing.
I exit the tavern. We're getting nothing out of that guy. He's like, his mind is like an iron trap. We're not getting anything.
It's an enigma wrapped in a mystery.
Was there no one in there?
No one in there.
Did you notice any like back doors or anything that maybe 47 could like sneak to have a look around?
Was there like a
the tavern,
kitchen?
like his mind, is an iron trap. There's no getting in.
Okay. I just thought that maybe the people were out the back.
Are you sure you looked?
You weren't there, man. You don't know. Right?
No, that's why we're
All right.
asking.
Cool.
That's why we're asking you.
So
There's
there's
no one else
nothing
in
in
there.
there now.
There's no one else in there.
Okay.
All right. Guess you're not getting that gold back, so.
No, I'm just going to go to the stair pools.
All right.
All right,
Well,
let's wait outside the merchants for the others to come down.
Okay, so you wait
someone
a couple of
still
minutes,
has gold left to shop.
and then coming tramping down the road like very bands of adventurers they are, Caitlin, Alston, and Mercy. Joe,
What was that?
So that is
Do it again. Do it again.
no. What's the VOD?
No, do it again. Come on.
So
One
then
more
followed
time
by
for the viewers to
Ismark and
understand.
Irena, you make your way back into the square in the middle of Barovia. And meet
I love
up
how
with you.
Arena's just floated along. I never saw any walking from Arena. Go on. Yeah!
Piggyback. Oh no.
So you're all in the square.
Did you
Standing.
get a gold back?
No, they're not there.
The girl's right there.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, gold's neither here nor there. We can just ignore that. Are you guys ready to go down to the shop and just buy things and leave? Yeah. Bro. Okay. Let's.
Already, except the gold part.
Oh my god. Okay.
So we might have to make a little stop off on our journey. There's a place that's on the same road as
Just
where we're
Further
taking.
down. Oh no, wait.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's it
It
called?
was like the next city along. The
Crest.
Father
Crest.
Donovich
That we
saw
got-
the marks on Ilya's neck, and he suggested we take her to the Abbey of St.
John
Markovia.
Malkovich.
I've forgotten his name. It's
Markovia.
Markovia. Markovia.
Markovia.
There we go. He suggested we take her there.
It's a little bit of a further journey, but I'd
Yeah.
rather keep Irina safe, honestly.
It's yeah. We can discuss this later, but it's another piece of information to consider.
So for now, I think what we ought to be looking at is provisioning ourselves up and leaving as fast as we can, honestly.
That's cool.
Right, let's check out the shop then.
Yep.
See if it's anything useful.
How much?
So let's walk to the shop, guys.
Okay, so you're making your way to the front of the shop. As you approach the shop, you see the sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. The sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bill Drath's Mercantile.
Bill Grath.
Let's
Bill Drath.
open the door
Bill's
and
rat.
walk
Bill's
in.
rat.
Bill Drath.
Bill
Bill
Drath.
McGrath. Yeah.
D-I-L.
Mr. Grath.
D-H.
Bill
Is it-
Drath, not Bill Drath. His first name's not Bill.
Bill Drath.
Bill Drath.
Yeah, Bill Drath, one word, not two words.
Got ya.
I'll put it in chat.
Build a
It's
raft.
fine. It's fine. I'll just.
We have to build a raft? Buy a
Bergerac.
cat.
His name's
Okay,
Bergerac.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said after last game I'd stop fucking doing this. Like, I did tell Susan I would stop doing it. So
Bill Draft. No, of course, Bill Draft.
Draft.
Yes.
Bill Drath.
Bill's
Yes.
Grath.
Oh,
Bergamot.
course.
Yes. No, I got you.
Okay.
Bergamot.
Burger Master.
Right, let's try
No,
the front
no
door
game.
and stroll in then.
Is
Okay,
it open?
Nice.
yes. You open
Cool.
the front door,
Walk in.
you enter, and you see the inside. It's like a darkish shop. There's still some light, but all the wood is very dark. It seems a bit dusty, a bit unkempt, but there is stock on the shelves.
Hmm. Okay.
Before we go any further, I'm just going to grab Isaac to one side, show him the pot that I've got, and remind him, potion of gold.
haven't forgotten.
We came across a philosopher's stone, but we don't have it anymore. It was stolen or something. Okay.
By Vishtani.
Yeah. Why the hell
I-
not? Because it doesn't sound dangerous for them to have a philosopher's stone.
Okay, so behind the counter, there appears to be an elderly man, resting
I
with
thought you
his
said
head,
Eldritch Man.
eldritch man,
Woo!
head in his hand, drumming his fingers on the counter.
Good day, sir.
He nods.
Hello. How's it going? Your name's Bill Draft, is that right?
Yes.
Not Bill
Bill
Draft.
Draft Cantoneer.
Lovely to meet you, Bill Draft. We're in here looking for some goods.
Oh, hang on. I knocked my earphone out.
Okay.
Looking for
I'm like,
some-
what's Bill Draft doing? He's putting his headphones back on. Oh.
No, he's pouring some drinks. That's what he's doing.
He was listening to
Put
some
put
sick
a current to his ear, like, I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's a whole
What
ear
was
trumpet
that?
just listening.
Oh my god, I've missed an opportunity. It could be Deckard Kane.
Yes.
Oh wow!
It's alright, you can start again if you like. If it's Deckard Kane.
We'll start that scene again.
All right.
Bill
Good day,
Draft
sir.
Cantoneer. No. Okay, come on.
What manner of mercantiles?
Do you buy goods as well as sell them?
If the price is right, I may be persuaded to.
Okay.
Can we
What-
have,
right,
have a
looking-
look at the shelves to see
Yeah, what has
if
he
there's
got?
any weapons, armor, anything of interest?
Okay.
Yeah, well, while Isaac and Pip are trying to sell him stuff, the rest of us are just taking a look around, seeing what he got.
Ooh,
Do you want to
yeah,
give me
well,
that
I don't
flask
know.
thing?
That's okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast just a minor illusion on the potion of hay that I have.
Okay.
It's just
sleight of
with my
hand
back
check.
turned. Ah, yeah, fuck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Can I add to it
Good
by
luck.
literally
We're about
turning
to
my
be
back
thrown
because
out.
I've got big robes on?
I would say if you and Isaac are huddled up during this, I'll give you advantage.
Yeah.
Can't
Nice.
see.
Uh,
You can't see.
Oh my god.
Can't see what we're doing.
Oh my god. Isaac's just like body blocking.
Just-
That's a
Oh!
20.
Yep. You successfully, you very sneakily like whoop, do your magic.
how long does that last for?
As long as I want it to. I can have 3 things
okay,
active at a time for just whatever.
Okay.
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 Okay, so
Um,
look through the shelves of the stuff. It's more of a general purpose store. There's not much in the way of weapons.
Damn.
There's clothes. There's blankets, bedrolls, backpacks. Pretty much anything in the adventuring gear section that's relatively cheap. He
Oh.
has.
Oh, damn, that's not that useful.
okay.
Rope,
Bildrath.
kit.
Yeah.
Bildrath.
Mm.
Could I
Yes.
interest you in a mimic tongue?
Mimic
You know what a
tongue.
mimic is?
Yes.
And I pull out this huge freaking tongue out my back and just
Hey, check this gross shit out.
that there is a
Pull the
mimic
sweet
tongue.
thing out and flop it on the counter. Yeah.
He looks visibly disturbed, and recoils somewhat from the counter because he was still leaning on the counter when you flopped his tongue on there. He withdraws.
That could make quite the trophy for someone.
He kind of pokes at it. And what am I to do with this?
Want it?
Woohoo!
No, I'm not like. I didn't mean like a horse. I meant like
wait a
mount
fucking
it
minute,
like on a wall, not to ride it.
No, thank
Idiots.
you.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do
just
this. Okay.
gonna
Put it
step in
away.
front of Isaac. He's gonna step in front of him like, Bildrath, you're clearly you
Oh,
clearly
God.
have all your faculties.
Oh god,
about
where's
you
my
here,
cringe sign con?
Okay.
Camouflage.
So I apologize, my friend, here, but
I'm ready.
you're very savvy. You know a deal when you see one. Okay. Take a look at this. I pull out the silver chain shirt, male shirt that I had taken from the dead house. I'm like, clearly you know, an item of high value here. Okay. Take a look at this.
He thinks he's got an item of high value.
Stop that. So, look, for this silver shirt, all I'm asking for is a measly 200 gold. That's all.
25 and not a penny more.
25? Come on. This is a silver chain shirt. I almost died getting this shirt.
I don't care.
There's definite value in this life, if not this shirt.
20.
Okay? 20?
You're wasting my time.
You're wasting my time, my friend. Good day.
15.
Oh, so you still want the shirt? You clearly want the shirt.
Holy fucking shit. It's typical. What is wrong with you?
This is
He's so
worse than
sad.
Pawn
Shut up.
Stars.
15 gold pieces and I might take it from you.
15 gold pieces and you might take it from me.
You could have gotten it for 25.
I'll tell you what, right? I'm just going to hold on
Christ.
to it then. I'm going to.
He could have gotten it for 25.
Until we find a vendor that appreciates its true value.
Your loss.
I don't think so, my friend.
Okay. I nudge Brad back out the way again. Wasn't finished.
Bildrath, any weapons, armor?
No. I don't carry those goods. I have no need of them.
That's a useless shop, isn't it?
Okay.
As he turns away, he's just like.
I must apologize, Bildrath.
Yeah,
they're not with me. Okay, so I have these gems. Would you be interested in buying some gems from me?
Gems.
Mhm.
He looks at them. Have you brought them out so I can look at them?
Yeah, there's 3.
Okay. And he looks to them and he appraises them, holds them up to like that bit of light, and looks through them. 40 gold.
40.
40.
Okay, we can do that. That's 40. Yep, that's good. I also have this. Sorry. I also have this damaged battle axe. I know you don't normally stock weapons. Would you be interested in this? I mean, I know you don't normally stock weapons, but I have
Battle
it
axe is
spare.
always good for bolting a door.
He takes a second to think. He kind of looks over his shoulder towards the back room, and he shouts out, "Periwinkle, come here!" And you see, like, there's a moment, and you hear a couple of heavy thuds, and behind the door, like the door frame, out comes a very, very tall man, much younger than Bildrath. And you can see that beneath his leather tunic, you can see that he has like huge muscles. This guy is fucking stacked.
Let's start shit then.
So
Well,
he
that
stands
explains the lack of
forward,
weapons.
and he goes, "Huh? Yes. What?" And Bildrath picks up this axe and goes, "Is this any use to you?" Periwinkle takes it. Nah. Plops it on the counter.
Very well.
Sure, it could always be
Okay.
fixed there.
Can we?
Oh, that's fine. The last thing I
I-
wanted to. Sorry. Do you
Can
mind
we
if I
try
just
and get a
finish this last
look? Yeah.
Go on, last bit, yeah.
There's the last thing I wanted to show you that maybe we can come to an agreement was this pendant, this iron pendant that I found. So,
Oh,
is that
it's the demon pendant, devil
Oh,
pendant.
yeah. Is this of any interest to you at all?
So you holding it in front of him?
Yeah,
like-
I'm just gonna place it down on the desk so he can look at it with the face up, so he can see exactly what it looks like.
The second that you place that pendant on the counter,
Oh,
he
dear.
immediately backs up, and he's like, "Get that out of here!
Why? What is it?
Do not bring such things into this place. Get it out!
All right. Do you know? I don't know what it is.
Get it out!"
I put it away. Jeez. Can you tell me at least what it is?
He doesn't respond to that. He's just like, "Get it out."
Okay,
not want-
it's going. It's going. Don't worry, it's going.
That's fine.
The last thing I wanted to show you that we have is this flask of. The last thing I wanted to show you. The last thing I wanted to show you is this potion of gold that we managed to find. Obviously, it's quite rare.
Gold magic, as you know, is light and warmth. Something that the sort of
At the word, at the mention of gold, his eyes sort of light up, and he leans forward. He's like, "Continue."
Yeah, we have this potion of gold. Now, normally it's something that we want to keep, but we find ourselves in a position where this isn't really that important to us right now, and more survival and stuff is. So we're having to, sadly, we're having to part with it. So if you're interested, maybe we
Roll-
can negotiate a price.
I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion check.
please. This is why I drafted you. This is why I brought you in.
What's your persuasion?
Should have been me.
No, it shouldn't.
It could have been me, but you don't know me that well.
That could have been me.
12.
14.
14.
That would have been a
Okay.
15 with me, just then.
That would have been a 16 with me.
You'd have rolled a 1, Brad. Come on.
I would have
Actually, roll it then, though.
I literally just rolled a 15, by the way. So.
Shut up.
So you can see he takes the vial from your hand, and he sort of looks at it, and he's like eyeing it up. It's not something he's seen very often, but he seems convinced. He says, I could be persuaded. How much do you want for it?
Here's a question.
Kidlin, how much do you think this is worth?
Honestly, considering I brewed it, and I took the time. I had to find the right resources. I was looking at about 200 for it. But This area is dark, this area is grim, and you could do with some kind of light. I would be willing to part with it for 150.
150. 140.
Let the racketeering begin.
Mm-hmm.
145.
Capitalism, ho!
Yeah.
Channel the Yorkshire. Channel the Yorkshire.
145.
If you can meet us at 145, then my potion of gold is yours.
How about we do the gems? The gems and the potion of gold for 180. If you can hear me over Joe's singing.
Sorry.
Potion. The gems. That deal is done, my friend.
I'm just trying to save you some money. That's all.
The potion.
If you can meet me at 145, that's fine with me. You can have it. It's only the extra 5 gold, but it means you've sent a traveller on her way, a little bit better off.
That is correct. I will meet you at 145, and should the worst happen, at least I made some profit today. Okay, yes, 145, and he puts his hand forward.
Cool. I'll shake it. And 40 for the gems.
30.
No, you said 40.
Yeah.
You said 40.
You said 40.
Me said
That's
40.
why I was gonna say. That's why I said 180 for the gems and the
Fine.
potion. But you didn't. That was already done. So
Okay.
Trying
said
to be
40.
slick.
that's why I agreed. Because out of character, originally the DM said that they're worth 10 gold each. So I've made a profit.
Sky boulders.
My potion's only worth 100 gold if it was a potion of gold.
Welcome to the Diecast Pawn Star Edition.
Wait, what? No, that's.
Let me
a
just
totally
get an
different-
expert in here.
That's a different edition.
Shit, I can't find it. It's meant to be in here somewhere, and I can't find it. If I try
My
and
buddy
use
Grathtar
a
is an
potion of
expert
hay
on
later,
potions.
let me know.
All right, so I have
do
40.
you guys
You've just got
wanna
140.
Buy
Cool.
anything while you're here?
Yes.
Does he have any? Oh, do you have any potions at all, Bildrath?
Potions,
Any
hello?
potions of healing specifically?
This should do if he's got the list.
Can I just go outside for a second, and then I want to change into my costume, my lady costume with the fan.
Oh no. Oh no.
Right.
Okay, so
There.
at the mention of potions, he disappears into the back room for a moment and comes out with a small tray, like a small box, and inside are 3 potions of healing.
Oh.
Can we see into that room? Can we see if there's anything he might not have on the shelf that might interest us?
It's quite dark back there. You can't make anything out really from where you stood.
And
What
that
about
big
me?
hench dude is back there as well. So
Yeah, that's the problem.
Kitlin, with your dark vision, you can make out there's shelves with some excess stock on it. There's a chair and a desk, but not.
I also have
Not
dark
much.
vision.
so
There we go.
how,
So I'll
how
turn to
much
47 then and kind of go.
how much do you want for the health potion too?
For the potions, let me think. Procurement and brewing, 500 gold apiece.
Oh boy!
For
You must
free?
understand, these items don't come through here regularly. These are very hard to procure.
Friend, right. I tell you what,
Oh no.
an hour, I will make you one, right? I will make you a health pot. I will make you one if you give me an hour.
Well,
And
if
we'll
you can
split-
make them yourself, there's no need for you to buy them from me.
No, we'll split it. I'll
Here's the
take-
question,
I'll take
yeah.
250. You can sell it off for 500.
Not interested, thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we're
Damn
going to
it.
leave those. After an unfortunate run-in with some Vishtani, our funds are a little thin.
Why'd you have to say that?
The Vistani are some of my best customers.
I'm sure they
Oh.
are. Sure they are. Have you had any Vishtani in recently? Maybe today or last night?
Not recently. I mean, they do come through the village every now and then, selling trinkets and buying supplies.
Stealing gold.
Do you have any? I don't suppose you've got any books. Do you have any books? Maybe of local history or other things.
There's not there's not many people around here that are literate, so I don't really sell those items.
Nothing under the counter.
Nothing for you, unfortunately.
Very well.
Friends,
Thank you for your time.
Before I leave, I've got some things that I could do with getting rid of. I wondered if you wanted to part with any gold for them. It's nothing, I have a hairbrush sort of inset with ivory that is very lovely to look at. Just a shovel, an iron pot, things like that.
I'll take the iron pot. 5 gold.
That's fine with me. But not anything else?
Nothing else is of use to me. I can't sell that hairbrush. I can't.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Wow, you fucking robbed him for that pot.
Impressive.
Did I really?
So it's what was the pot? Was the pot a mess kit? Or
No,
was the
It was
pot a
literally
pot?
just an iron pot.
It's an
Okay.
iron pot I picked up.
I'm looking at here. Pot, iron, 2 gold.
Mate, I just made
Joe, I'm trying to give you guys some fucking money.
Yes.
Be nice. Stop.
But he's very he's all over the place with these prices. Posting the
shut
feeling of
up.
500 pots. And
Joe.
Well, it makes sense because he doesn't stack weapons or stuff like that, but maybe pots and pans and other stuff are in high demand in this residential area.
Supply and
You never
demand,
know.
Joe.
Also, let me have gold, you shit.
I let you complete the transaction before it had finished there. I just wanted you to know.
Friend,
don't need to
I
know.
just
You've already
outed
come back.
45
I'll
gold
shut
on a
up.
pot that was just a potion of hay.
Yeah, but you went in with a plan with that. And it was dice rolls and everything. This was just you want a pot? Yeah, 5, cool. And then just gone. I'm like, wait, whoa, what the fuck?
Are we
Now
all
you're
going
just
now?
jealous because you don't have any pots.
I have an entire stack of pots. I have a mess kit.
Right.
Is there
okay, well,
anything else we need?
I'm done because. he's
Does
not gonna buy
anybody
anything
right?
else,
Do you
so
all
we
have
freaked out
food?
and
Do you
ended.
all have
I'm just gonna
torches?
Walk up to the
Yeah.
counter in my lady.
Let's see.
And your lady gear? Oh god.
lady here and be like,
What do I have?
Oh, hello, Mr. Vildrath.
I'm leaving
I do
now.
apologize for my husband,
Likewise.
Brad. I'm Lady Marjorie, who I would just like to sell my this silver shirt. I do apologize for my past husband before.
Oh my god!
Roll a performance.
Oh my god, please just no.
Isaac's just gonna let out a big sigh and leave the shop.
Can you
and
stop,
Yeah.
please?
outside.
I'm
You could
already
make this
outside.
disadvantaged. Could you fucking
Oh
not?
shit! I should have done your makeup before you went in with a
17.
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitated.
It's alright. He's got 17. That's good.
You gonna?
How did that work? How
No.
did that work? That shouldn't have worked.
Look at
Again, there's a very similar reaction to you walking up to his counter as there was when Isaac plopped the mimic tongue on his desk. He recoiled, visibly disturbed by that, and he goes, I don't want it.
You don't want this silver shirt?
No.
No? Well, I will take a measly 20 gold for it if that's okay.
No,
It's some kind of money. You see no value in this whatsoever?
Good day, madam.
Lady Marjorie, yes.
Lady
Well,
Marjorie.
I say that's fine, sir. I do apologize for my husband again.
And over his shoulder, Periwinkle kind of lets out a buffoon. It's like,
For what?
oh god,
A chortle.
it sounds like where I used to. It sounds perfectly like where I used to work. Okay.
so
And
you
then
guys leave
I
the
just
shop.
exit the shop and I get back into my regular gear.
That happened. But all this
Yeah,
time, Irina and Izmark have been stood outside, chatting amongst themselves. When you exit, dressed as Lady Marjorie, Irina.
I don't normally do this. It's fine.
Yeah, quite. Shall we go? Are you
Yes.
ready?
That sounds good.
Is everyone else?
Wait,
is
can
everyone
I?
else?
Yeah, can I?
Oh, have you still got stuff?
I've got stuff to sell. Yeah, I was just letting everybody else do their
What
stuff
happened to the
first.
candlesticks? Did you sell the candlestick holders?
I didn't
Who
have
had the-
them.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-mm.
They were inside like the big cabinet thing.
Was that not 47? Because he took all those bolts as well.
I didn't
I-
have the candlesticks.
Okay.
Someone took them off me.
Because I was gonna, because I remember there was some because
Oh,
I said I
yes,
was gonna
no, yeah,
melt
and
them down and make
oh,
something with them,
shit.
and you said that you wanted it to sell for gold so that you could make potions.
Yeah, it's okay. I've just found like everything else
cool.
that I have.
Okay.
So Pip walks back in and is like, "Hey!"
So
Joe,
I'm like,
what?
No,
What do you
no,
wanna
do
sell?
Pip first. Do Pip first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, cool.
Okay, Pip.
I need to get my list up anyway.
literally no idea where half of this stuff. I seem to have another list of stuff that I have. While my
Where are you
companions are
keeping all that?
busy, so I have this gold ring. It's not marked. It seems to be in good condition. I'm looking to sell it to make sure that I can keep my companions safe. I also have these candlesticks. They're nothing terribly fancy, but they're cast. They're solid. They're heavy. Trust me, I know they're heavy. I've been carrying them around for the past goodness knows how long, and I pop them out on the counter.
Okay, so he takes a second to appraise everything. He takes a moment to appraise everything. Picks up the candlesticks. He seems quite impressed with the candlesticks. With the ring, he's like, and puts it down. Says, "I'll take the candlesticks.
Not the gold ring.
Don't have any use for that."
That's fine.
This guy is like the opposite of every normal shopkeeper ever. He's like, "Give me all the random household shit."
You have pots and candlesticks, sure. How much would you be? How much could you give me for the candlesticks?
For the pair, 2 gold.
2? I was hoping for 5, honestly, because they are a complete pair and they are heavy.
You see, your companions have already been, and I've parted with quite a lot of gold today.
No, I can understand that, but you have to remember we're, trying to help one of your own.
I only care about profits, my dear.
Ooh.
That's a shame.
Sick
for
burn,
you,
yeah.
then, isn't it? That's fine. If you want them for 2, you can have them for 2. If you don't want them, I'll part them down to the next lot.
2 gold will be sufficient. There you go. You get an extra 2 gold.
Yay!
Hey.
I get to keep my gold ring. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on my thumb like a lord of the land, and it's gonna be wonderful.
Is that a good idea?
Cool.
And then it turns out it's cursed.
So you definitely putting that ring on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing happens. It's a ring.
We won't know, will we? Joe,
Hello.
would you like to sell some items?
Actually, I'd like to buy
Well,
some
you
items.
can't, because you haven't got any.
You'd like to buy some items?
Yeah, Well, first of all, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to trade. First of all,
Trade.
yeah. So I get out the long sword that I found from the house, and
The one that went quick.
I ask him if he'd be willing to barter for this.
I have no need of swords.
No need of swords. Okay. I have the leather eye patch as well with the gem set in it. If nothing else, the gem is probably worth quite a lot.
It's
He
a
takes
pedito.
that and
Pedito's
looks because
lovely.
this is interesting. Perhaps. What would
Okay.
you like to purchase? Now, we'll see what
Well, actually,
happens.
I'd like to know how much you'd be willing to pay for this first of all, before we get into it.
For this, let me just see. because I know how
Let me
much that
just.
is
Let me
worth.
just.
Are you outside? Okay, I'm gonna give 25 gold of the 40 gold I just got to Kitlin.
Okay.
Consider that
25, yeah?
consider that a down payment for potion stuff.
Oh, not.
Okay,
I would
so
give you more, but I don't have any more to give.
Why does she need gold?
No, that's fine. That's absolutely
Because
fine.
that's what it costs to craft
So
this stuff.
every time I want to make a potion or a salve, I grab together about 25 gold, and I have to try and melt it even onto a tray, and then I use that as a filter to pass all my ingredients through to be able to make the right salve. So the right ingredients will take the right things out of the gold. Sometimes it costs me a little bit extra gold if I want to have different properties for different things. Sometimes I don't entirely know what has grabbed through the gold, but it costs me, it takes about 25 gold pieces every time to make the right filter to be able to.
I have 28
Jim,
gold pieces.
So he takes a moment to study the eye patch and he says, 25 gold.
25. I couldn't possibly part with this for less than 40 gold. I'm sorry.
Well, that's unfortunate, my friend.
Yes. Well, I'll put that back in my pocket then.
Cool.
I'm like, fair enough. I guess we'll be trading with regular good old gold then. Do you have any sacks? This is gonna say like I'm.
Yes, I do actually.
Just the one.
Guys, that was the most low-hanging of low-hanging fruit.
Yep.
But he is quite old. He is quite old.
They're a bit wrinkly.
Rude, all of you. Naughty bad.
Okay, so we have a variety of
perfectly.
hempen sacks, 10 copper pieces apiece.
10 copper pieces a piece. Ooh,
That's quite cheap.
No, actually, that's quite expensive for a sack.
Really?
Yeah, a sack is a copper.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, we pass them around the yard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I am in need. I'll take 5 sacks.
Okay, 50 copper.
So 5 silver.
Yeah, 5 silver.
Yeah. Has he got any healers kits?
He does. He tells you that those are 50 gold piece. He has 2.
Okay, maybe not then on the healers kits.
Supply and demand, Joe.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough for this stuff. Has he got any manacles actually?
I have no use of manacles. I don't know why those would be in my stock.
Oh.
Well, fine then.
I know why. Okay.
And finally, fucking classic. Has he got any collapsible 10-foot poles to go with the sacks?
What?
What do you mean no? There's a fucking list here. Pole 10 foot.
Does it say that? Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's a classic D&D item, so you can poke the mimic without being stood right next to it.
I'm not touching that with the 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Not in my immediate stock, but I'll have Periwinkle check out back.
I have a
Obviously,
quarterstaff, so
He sends
That's a big
the boy to the storeroom to check, and he comes back with what appears to be like the handle of a rake that he's just taken the end off, and he comes back with it and goes, "This."
It's not exactly 10 foot, is it?
Nope.
No.
it's more
Well,
like 4.
fair enough. Just the sacks then, I guess.
50 copper pieces.
Cool. I hand him 5 silver.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, friend.
Likewise, I guess.
Oh,
And I leave. So all I managed to get out of that was some fucking sacks that I got ripped off from.
Ooh,
Good.
I want to go back inside. Do you happen to have a mirror, by the way? A steel mirror?
He sighs. He goes, yes, what now? Mirror?
I would like a
I have-
mirror.
I have a mirror. He pulls out like a mirror that it looks grimy and like not very shiny. You can still see things through it. It still functions as a mirror, but it doesn't look amazing. And he tells you 50 gold pieces.
Ooh, boy.
50 gold pieces.
He only has one, so.
Yeah, that's true. He only has the one. God knows what he uses it for.
Watching himself while he's banging Perry Whipple in the back.
That's his nephew, you sick fuck.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell me.
I don't know how they swing in Barovia. It might be like I'm a Alabama. Right?
Can I don't know.
Now.
Yeah. Mirrors.
Hello
mirrors
to
too
everyone
expensive.
watching from Alabama. We love you.
Love you.
Love you.
I believe that is too expensive for my
I'm gonna
austere
go back
wares.
into the shop.
This guy's gonna
Yes.
fucking kill you.
Sorry. There's one more thing. I know it's a long shot. I know you don't stock
One
weapons.
thing.
I know you don't stock any weapons. I was wondering if you had any like sharpening stones or whetstones for blades.
And he's
Oh, I've drunk my beer.
and he's gonna shout
he's
it out.
got
Ask him
like
if he
a
has
small-
any silver.
Below the counter, there's like a little drawer he pulls out, and it's got like a little selection of whetstones. It's like 10 of them. He pulls one up and goes, 10 copper.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Do you have any silver? I guess silverware in general.
No.
He brings out these
No,
fine
no silverware.
cutlery.
Hey,
Not
I'd
for
stab someone with a fork if it worked. No. Okay, yeah, that's great. I'll just take the whetstone then. Thank you very much.
Okay. Pleasure. Is that all? Is there anything
that-
else
I'm
that I could
done.
help
I'm
you
done.
with today?
Good day, sir. Thank you very much. You've been very kind and very helpful. Thank you very much.
Bye.
How much was it? Already
10.
10.
10
Okay.
copper.
I'm down to 14 gold, 9 silver, and how many copper to a silver?
20, isn't it?
10, isn't it?
It's 10 to everything except Electrum, so nobody uses Electrum.
So
Like
10
So
copper is
10
1
copper's a
silver.
silver, 10 silver's a gold,
Right,
10
so I'm on
gold's
14
a platinum.
gold and 9 silver. Okay, good. Right.
I'd say
got it.
platinum might be a bit different, but if you just go in copper, silver, gold, they're all just 10 into the next one.
Okay, I'll go back outside and I'll give the sharpening stone to Brad. There you go, buddy. Keep hold of that. I'll show you how to use it. We're going to need that short sword of yours in the future, so you want to keep it sharp.
Will the sharpstone buff the sword at all?
Don't believe that it actually does anything.
Uh-oh.
Let me just double check.
Uh-oh.
I think it is basically just like a flavor thing. If I was being
Yeah.
a dick and I was like, oh, your weapons do suffer degradation over time, but I'm not, so no, it's basically just an attempt at realism, as it were.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I'm hoping at some point today to pick up a mirror.
Good luck.
particular reason.
We're a fair distance from. Looking at that map, we got a long journey ahead. So
Why are you looking for a mirror, friend?
No particular reason.
Oh, of course you're not.
It
okay.
sounds like there's a reason. I want this very specific item, but no particular reason.
I do my best to try and avoid mirrors.
But you're so handsome.
YG break them a lot.
So handsome.
Ciao.
I kick some dirt at Alston's general direction and I walk away.
Can you not be
3-year-old.
nasty to each other? You're like a bunch of kittens.
So by this time of you guys all popping back in and out of the shop, Izmark and Irena have actually just sat down on the floor waiting for you.
Sorry, guys.
Like tiddlywinks.
And as Isaac comes back out, Irena stands up, offers a hand to Izmark, helps him to his feet. Are we done? Can we leave?
Yes.
Yes,
leave.
onwards.
One thing before we leave, Ismark.
Oh lordy.
Yes.
The merchant inside had a bit of an adverse reaction to a pendant that I'd picked up.
No.
And I was just kind of wondering if maybe he wouldn't give me any information about it. I was wondering if maybe you could.
So you showing the pendant to Izmark?
I want to know if he's going to if he's prepared to have a look at it first. I'm not going to just like show it to him without him agreeing to it.
So do you tell him what's on it so he's prepared at least?
It was an iron pendant that I found inside the death house that apparently doesn't exist. That apparently burnt down a long time ago, that we were all in. And I found this pendant.
Did it burn
It
down?
has like a devil face on it or something. It's not the best pendant I've ever seen, but I thought I could get a few gold for it. The merchant kind of just backed away and told me to get it out of his shop. But I've not seen anything like this. We're fairly new to Barovia. Just thought maybe if you're okay with taking a look at it, that maybe you could give me some more information about it if you have any.
Okay.
You don't have to touch it. You don't have to touch it.
Let me see.
Okay, I just.
As he opens it, he kind of like starts a little bit. He's like a little jump. He's like, "Oh, friend. As you may have noticed in Barovia, we are tormented by horrible creatures, the devil Strahd being amongst them. Any such thing bearing the visage of a demon, of a devil, is surely a talisman, and we'll summon him to.
Hi.
Oh, great.
No wonder
fucking
he,
dickhead.
Vildrath did not want that in his store. I'd best keep that hidden, friend.
Literal demon.
Good
here.
idea.
Hi.
I'll just put that away. Thank you.
As you say
that
that, Mercy,
information.
Izmark sort of turns, gives you a little like punch in the arm, and goes, "Ha, you're okay."
Aww, you made a friend. Look at that.
Izmark and Mercy, best friends forever.
Isaac is crying because he's not involved.
You guys are all babies. Seriously, can we leave it?
Yeah, I want to go to the circles.
We need
Of
to
course
head
you do.
west.
We need to head west. I would
Of course I
rather
do.
not go and see lady friends, but
But they're on the way.
They're on the way.
Yeah, so Izmark and Irena nod, and like, yeah, let's go. And Irena is like, so you want to visit the Vistani on the way?
Absolutely.
no.
They seem to be.
No.
They seem to have
No,
an awful
we
lot
do
of
not.
information.
I don't.
And I want that
I
information.
definitely do not.
They are ridiculous, thieving, meddling. I really don't think that's a good plan.
We
But
just
they
got
got
want
our
it.
gold.
We
But
just
they
got a load of new gold. Are you
Yeah,
trying to
let's
use
not.
that as well?
Is there a way
Fine,
to?
then I'll go. I'm still broke.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
Fine.
fine.
I will go with him because I only have 28 gold pieces, and you know I'll
I'll
keep an
take
eye on
those.
him.
And she says, the Vistani in their camp, they will be fine. They only trouble you if you threaten them. Or
We didn't threaten them last
Yeah.
time, and they
Or
fucking
have
rubbed
money.
us blind.
they're an amiable bunch, especially when alcohol is involved. If you go to their camp,
So I don't have a
especially if
dictionary
you have
with
an
me.
invite,
There was alcohol involved last time. They still robbed these two blind.
and that is unfortunate, but you learned a very important lesson about the Vistani.
Don't trust them. Like they're robbing bastards. What's the lesson here?
Keep an eye on your stuff. That's the
Boys,
lesson.
boys, no. Think now. We learned an important lesson. Let's keep an eye on what we have. Let's stay together. You have an invite. I don't know about the rest of us.
That's fine.
True.
That's
That's
fine.
true.
Not a problem.
If it's on the way.
You
It's
guys
fine.
can
We-
stand
we
outside
send-
the
we-
camp. I'll go alone. Not
Yeah.
a problem.
We send Brad in, and then we wait for him to come back.
We have to go down the old Svalich road to get to Vallaki. The Serpools are on the way. It will be about half an hour out of our way.
I'm already
Okay.
walking. Barnaby, come on, boy. Let's go.
Let's do
Gotta
this.
see those lovely ladies
All
from
right,
last night.
let's roll.
Oh, God.
I'm going to give Kitlin 25 of my gold pieces, so now I only have 3. That's how austere Mercy is as a monk. He only
Okay,
I'll
so we're
steer-
gonna do a bit of traveling by map.
Hang on. Oh,
You need,
hang
you
on.
need like a red,
Yeah,
you need
and
like a
then-
red marker.
Just give me,
marking them
just give me
turns.
2 seconds.
It's like point to point.
All right, where we go? All right, we're here.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh.
Boop, boop.
We're within 15 foot of the castle. That's like whip range. We should be all good, boys.
I just
I
set
went
off
the
on the
wrong
road.
way and then just doubled back.
You set off to the west, following the old Svalich road, and you can see Castle Ravenloft looming above the road.
Does
Well,
he
that
really live there?
So
He does,
spooky.
and
All
he
on
has
his
for
own?
centuries. Well, I wouldn't say on his own. There are creatures. Ghouls, ghasts. His old
We
enemy.
fought ghouls. They
Do
were not
those
fun.
are those in the woods, or how close do we have to be to the castle before we encounter them?
Are we
Are we
safe on
safe
this
on
He
this
gives a
road?
road?
very, very nervous laugh. He goes, let's just stay on the road, huh?
Okay.
Staying on the road
staying on
sounds
the
like a
road.
good plan. I like roads.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
we're
just
anywhere here.
Get my shield and
Staying on the
warhammer.
road.
Just holding them. I'm not like raising them or anything, but I've got them ready in hand.
Well, I'm using my quarterstaff as a walking stick as well, so
I'm
I
gonna
have it.
skip.
I clutch Barnaby a
Of
little
course
closer.
you are.
Well, if you're gonna skip through these woods, then people know to stay away from you. So,
Okay, so
Yep.
the road
Precisely.
Kitlin
road
got the
is
right
not
idea.
a road in the sense of there's paving or anything. This is just a very well-worn old dirt road. So this has been travelled for centuries, from what you can tell, to the
Mhm.
point where it's just like plain battered earth. Like nothing grows there at all anymore. It's all just been worn away over the years. The woods around you are all very dark trees. Like the branches are like claws. And you can't, when you peer through, trying to see through the trees, you really can't see much. It's very dark, very overgrown. And
Can I see
as
any
usual,
flowers?
I was
Around-
literally about to say, I'm just gonna nudge Isaac and go, no flowers.
From what you can see, there's not much in the way of flower. There's weeds, like would have tiny colourful buds, but they're weeds. And as usual, it's raining. It's very overcast, and it's very dim.
Okay.
So it
I'm-
takes you better part of about an hour and a half or so, because each one of these is like a quarter mile. So you come to a crossroads, and
Where?
about here
Here?
Oh, okay.
at normal walking pace, and you come to a crossroads. At this crossroads, you see that there's an old wooden gallows that creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits from here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Serpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially enclosed, is a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Okay, so where are we along the road now, currently?
So you are currently at this crossroads here, this fork.
And there's
Okay,
a
so we-
graveyard here.
Yeah.
Is it?
So the gallows is like here, actually at the fork. The graveyard's like here.
Oh, okay.
So we
Is it just me,
wanna
or
go
can I
to
not see
Circle.
Susie's pings?
I didn't
I
see
can't
Susie's
see
ping.
Susie's ping.
Can you not see them?
No,
I
Actually,
can't
no,
see
wait. Do a ping on Barovia.
there you go,
I
there
saw
you
that,
go.
yeah.
Do you know why? Because it was on
What?
the DM layer.
Oh, well, there you go.
Right. So the gallows is here. Where was the graveyard?
The gallows is here,
Right.
like here, and the graveyard is like here. What?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Can we see the Vishtani camp from here?
Not from here. You can't see the Vistani camp.
Yeah, there's that
Mm.
trees here. There's a small. So I turned to
Do any of
Ismark
the
and say, oh,
sorry, go on, carry on.
so I turned to Ismark and I asked him, friend, how far away from Barovia have you gone? Like, is this the farthest you've gone out? You know, like, what do you know about this area?
I've been to Vallaki once or twice in my youth, but we stay in Barovia.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
It's very dangerous to
Okay.
travel.
Okay.
While everybody's sort of stood about and Mercy is talking, I'm just going to very quietly slip back to where the gallows are, and I'm going to cut through. It's 2 ropes, you can see, or one.
One rope.
One rope. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut through that, and throw it as far as I can, sort of away.
Okay. You do that. And as you turn to throw, you hear a creaking noise behind you.
Mm-mm.
Where there was nothing before hangs a lifeless grey body.
Hmm?
The breeze turns the hanged figure towards you slowly, and it fixes its dead eyes upon you. It's a Neko. It's young. It's covered in deep, horrible gashes made from a sword.
So does only she see this, or do we all see it?
Well, you guys actually looking at the gallows right now. Where are you? What are you
We're in
doing?
conversation.
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
we're-
looking at the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm
you
talking
guys
to
are chatting
Ismark.
away. Yeah.
So
you
she's
don't
the only
see
one who
this,
sees
no.
this.
And with that, I turn and look at the gallows. And do I see anything at this point?
As you look at the gallows, you see a small humanoid figure dangling. And it's a very, very familiar face, one you've not seen in a long time.
Oh no!
I don't. Why is he there? Why is he there? I don't. Why is there one this? Why is there someone this far out? I don't.
What's going on?
What she sees and I see what I see, right?
Isaac, as you look at the gallows, you see a tall humanoid male wearing your clothes. He's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing clothing on his arms, and he looks just like you did before, when you were younger. Dangling by his neck, his cold dead eyes fixed upon you.
Why is there one this far out? I don't understand.
I clutch Barnaby and I hold the totem of Sarin ring that he has around his neck, and I'm like, "It'll be okay, pal."
So I turn from my conversation with Ismark, and what do I see?
We've all got a turn at this point. Yeah, I
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
You see a horrendous demonic visage. Something you'd imagine seeing many, many times as a child.
And what
This place is playing
I
tricks
see?
on our minds.
As you see 47, you see a female's body. Someone you had known from a long time ago. Her
I d-
body filled with deep, deep cuts.
It's fucking freaky.
I don't understand why this
Ismark,
one's far
everyone,
out. Can somebody
Irena.
help me to down?
Just get over here.
Please, can
This place is playing tricks on our minds. We need to leave now. We
No,
need to
there's-
continue on
there's
our
a-
journey.
No, there's a soldier there. We need to get him down.
It's not real, Kitler.
As
There is
you-
no
as
soldier
you-
there.
As you turn to look back, there's nothing there. The rope is gone.
We have to
We need to
move.
move.
There's no use staying here.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
I just
So
give
my
Kitler a
eyes
little hug,
actually
like, it's not real. It's fine. Okay, a little pat on the back. It's
No, don't.
So, upon seeing that, my eyes actually turn black for the briefest of moments. Like they're no longer the
The
pale
gold.
gold. They turn black, just straight black when I see that, and I'm just thinking over, and then the blackness like flashes away. That's just a small descriptor for you guys.
You are right. Mercy, are you okay?
Um,
I
I'm just I'm tired from the journey. That's
yeah
all.
yeah.
Did Alston look?
Alston, did you want to look at the gallows?
I don't know. Do I look? I
Or
guess I do.
Like-
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Oh, cool. Great.
Cause you're a
Wait.
fucking ponce, Alston. You're a fucking ponce.
You've seen that Kitlin cut down the rope, but there's nothing there.
Cool.
We need to move. Come on,
Okay.
guys. Let's start.
get out of here.
Let's continue
Let's
going
keep doing
on.
what to do.
We don't need to stay here. This is the longer we stick around, the more tricks this place is going to play on us. We've already been in a house that apparently doesn't exist. Let's not dwell on this.
We should press
further.
on.
So
There's
Yeah.
evil in the
Presume-
soil.
you guys are gonna put 2 and 2 together with this.
Mm-hmm.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
So you saw.
The soldier, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys didn't. Oh,
I didn't see anything. You guys,
But it was
all
one of
these
us.
horrific reactions. I didn't see anything. You
Well,
just all
Alston-
turned and looked at a rope, and
Alston, it was one of us.
I saw nothing.
Alston, it was one of us.
What I saw was definitely not one of us. Nor should it ever be.
So
This
it's
is clearly
it's
an
attacking
illusion.
us on an individual basis.
This is another illusion, just like the children. We need to just rid our minds of it and be moving forward.
You said there were children? So
Yes.
I grip my quarterstaff a little bit
No chi-
tightly.
No child.
Like
There were 2 children,
Sorry.
but they were an illusion. That basically got us into the death house that doesn't exist. Those children were already dead before we even came anywhere near that house. Apparently it's been burned down for years, yet we managed to find our way into it. And out of it, fortunately. But that's a story for another time. We need to move on before
We need to leave,
Please.
guys.
Okay, so which road are you taking?
going up this
So
way
this-
to
Oh,
the
really?
circles.
Towards the
Are we really?
Vistani.
Are we opening
As you
ourselves
look
up
at
to
that
this
road,
again?
actually, you do see that there appears to be grooves worn in tracks, as if from wagons and horses.
I guess I'm going with them to keep them out of trouble as much as I can.
Okay, as you walk up that path, as you leave the fork in the road, Alston, in your head, you hear a horrific scream. Not human, draconic.
Okay.
Where's the Onadir?
Is Ionnatir's with me, isn't he?
Iolnad is
Yeah.
with him.
Like, does Ionnatir react? I look at Ionnatir, very like
He looks at you. He doesn't seem to acknowledge the scream. And it's very clear that he didn't make it right then and there.
okay. I take a moment. I compose myself. I'm like, everybody else just reacted. This is I'm just like fucking trying to calm myself a little bit, but like I lose like when that happened, I like immediately spear and just like turning, and I'm like loosening the grip.
Are you all right?
I was nothing.
What-
Let's
That's just
carry on.
colorful women, right?
Okay, so you make your way up the road. It's a fairly quiet road. It's covered by trees. You actually hear and catch out your eye the flicking of colourful feathers and light chirping, musical chirping.
And my hand on my money pouch.
To which Irena smiles, and you haven't seen her smile in well since you've met her. And
Really, you like the Vistani?
the Vistachiri, they are the birds. They follow them wherever they go. They're quite colourful. brings a bit of cheer.
It certainly does. It certainly does. Have you had much of a relationship with the Vishtani?
I do not deal with the Vistani too much.
Well, your
I've seen
father
them in
being
the taverns. They come through town. They barter. When we have a market, sometimes they appear.
your
But
father being the burgomaster of Barovia had no dealings with them.
they keep to themselves. They do not pay tax, which upset father.
Of course, they can't pay tax on stolen money.
Well, that and they seem to be okay. I haven't had no ill dealings. There are stories of young Vistana men who will seduce the young women of town, but
Well, let's see
young
how the
Vistani
Vishtani
girls
react.
that seduce morons as well.
Let's see how the Vishtani react to having their lady seduced by the townsman.
Because that went
She
so
gives-
well the first time.
she gives another chuckle and pats you on the shoulder and carries on walking.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Like,
She
you ain't got
knows.
no chance.
She knows. She knows.
Okay, so it takes you a little while, and you eventually come to the border of. Hang on a second. Let me just. What are you two doing?
Unicorn
Is
horn.
that the unicorn horn?
It's the new confidence sign. Like, I believe you can have these women.
Cool. That's the thing. So you notice that the trees are starting to thin, and the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mists and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colourful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge.
Sorry, could you... Mournful strings of an accordion.
Yeah, mournful strains.
Strains, okay.
Accordions
Just
are
like
stringed instruments.
accordions.
Before we take another step to try and get Irina to smile again, I'm gonna produce an illusion of one of the feathers that we've just seen, and just sort of behind her ear, as if somebody's just tucked it behind her ear.
Aww. She reaches up, touches it, and she smiles. Thank you.
It won't last very long, but a little bit of color so that we start to match up.
A little bit
really
of
sweet.
color.
Mhm.
Wow, I don't know what that accent was.
Woo! A little bit of color.
A little bit of color. Oh my god.
Gitlin, what have you done?
Oh my god!
Oh my
shoes.
god, I'm from the valley.
Valley
Oh,
girl.
girl.
Valley girl.
Okay.
What have you
Yeah.
done?
Come on. Literally every time that I speak now.
Okay, so you've arrived at the Vistani camp. What do you want to do?
Well, Brad, here we are.
You're the
I
one that
believe,
has an invitation.
And a
okay.
grievance.
I have no grievance with these ladies.
Of
Isaac
course you
might.
don't.
Okay. So,
Isaac, let's try and stay as calm as we can about this, please.
you guys wait here. I'll
What
go
do you mean? I'm
speak to the
always
ladies.
calm.
Do you want to leave anything with us for safekeeping, maybe?
I'm gonna
No,
give
I
Brad a
have,
little.
Okay.
I have nothing to fear with these ladies.
I'm gonna give Brad a little good luck slap on the ass. Go get him, Tiger.
No,
Jeez, don't know your own strength there, pal.
Sorry.
Get flat on his face.
So, I walk towards the camp. Do I kind of want to keep an eye out for Alinkum and Mirabelle and Sorvia.
Okay, so around the camp, you can see that there appears to be about 12 men and women seated and standing around the campfire. And from what you can tell, they're chatting amongst themselves and drinking wine. There appears to be one guy telling stories. Very animated. He's stood there. Everyone's eyes are on him.
Can I overhear this story at all?
Yes, you can actually. So as you come closer to the fire, you can catch odd words. You hear wizard and Strahd You can't really hear much. You can pick it up like tiny little, because you're on the other side of the camp.
Hmm.
Okay.
We can
So-
still see Brad, right? So we can
Yeah, you guys
watch
can see
him.
it.
Cool.
So yeah, can I see Alenka, Mirabelle, or Sorvia around?
You don't see anyone you recognize now.
Okay. So I wander up towards the gentleman that's telling the story, and the closer I get, presumably I can make out a bit more. Can I?
Yes, you can. So just give me a second.
My loot's still on my back.
For now.
Okay.
My new note-taking method is wonderful.
It's like 1 or 2 words per page.
Yeah, and one of them just says "you're shit, mate." So I can't find
Note.
any pencils, so I'm just writing with lip liner at this point. It's going really well for me. There's lip liner
Nice.
everywhere.
Oh,
I'd like
shit,
to
never
go
mind.
in there and
Okay,
listen to the storyteller.
So as you are on cliff, who's moving close to the camp? Is it just Brad and Mercy?
Yeah. Oh, is
It's
Mercy
me.
gone with them?
It's just me.
I want to listen to the storyteller. So.
Oh, it's just okay. So Brad and Mercy have gone in, and the rest of us are waiting on the outskirts.
Okay, as you move closer, the storyteller's head snaps up and he catches your eyes. And he beckons forward and goes, come closer, friends, come closer. Let me tell you a tale.
Hmm. Okay.
I look forward to hearing this tale, sir. Of Strahd, yeah?
The Devil's Strahd. You've heard of him, yes?
Absolutely. I've heard many things about Strahd, about how he has an iron fist surrounding Barovia as a whole. Is that correct?
You can, as he starts talking, he's more addressing the entire group, and you see there's like a gaggle of children sat at his feet, and he goes, "Oh, the Devil's Strahd will gobble up any wayward children." And he goes, "Boo!" to one of the little kids, and so he goes, "Ah!" and they all start giggling and having a really good time.
Just children. I'd better watch out. I'm the size of a child.
Much worse than the Devil's Strahd lies in these woods, my friend.
Oh, really?
Horrible things, big creatures, as many teeth as there are people here right now.
Did the music change? Guys,
As many teeth as there are people here.
that's at least 3! Oh shit!
Oh, damn!
Horrible creatures. But as he hears you down, he goes, and as he does so, he clears his throat dramatically, and one of the gentlemen that's currently playing a violin suddenly sparks up like a jaunty tune, and you actually see that the fire sort of dances to the tune of the fiddle. It brightens and the flames flicker. As you hear that, you can see he starts his tale. He says, "A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing right now. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil's Strahd." And at that, the flames launch like higher, like.
I know
and,
how we do this. Mm-hmm.
I take out my lute and start harmonizing with the violin.
Oh, nice.
Okay. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. And the flames almost seem to take on the figure of people. And it looks like a mob of people all mushing and mingling, and the flames are dancing. The kids are transfixed on the fire, everyone's watching. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror, and the flames just disappear. A few stood their ground and were never seen again, and the small flames start again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. And the flames again rise up, and they start to take on different colours, symbolising these spells that the wizard and Strahd throw at each other. I saw the very battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled upon the wizard. Yet, by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil's Strahd fell upon him, and the flames again recede, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death, I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. I don't recall this wizard's name, but he met the fate as all do who dare to challenge the devil's Strahd. And the flames settle back to like a normal campfire. And the gentleman, he's carrying on playing his tune, but it's taken a more lively sort of thing. And a couple of the women sat around the edge start to get up and start to dance.
That's quite the tale. Any word of a truth?
All, my friend. Of course, all of it.
All of it. Fantastic.
Where did the wizard come from?
No one knows. He appeared one day out of nowhere.
It seems as though that's how a lot of people appear in Barovia.
Ah, so that's how you arrived here, huh?
Absolutely. Brad the Bard, at your service.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Dazan.
Dazan, thank you very much for your most welcoming story. I've not seen such friendliness or joviality since we arrived in Barovia.
Well, we do what we can, bring some light to this miserable place.
It's true, I've seen it. I saw it with my own eyes last night in the blood on the vine.
Uh-oh.
The blood on the vine. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
How are the ladies?
They are doing remarkably well now, I'm sure. Have you seen the ladies? Like Mirabella or Storvia?
They are Vistana, this is true, but they're not true Vistana.
Oh.
We're the Vistani. We like to travel. Our spirits roam free. We cannot stay in one place too long. These ladies, the ladies, on the other hand, have opted to stay in one place.
Oh, really? And that place would be
1 sec.
the tavern?
Barovia, the tavern.
Fuck's sake, Brad.
The one place where you could have gotten robbed, you went there. Impressive.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that information, Dazan. I appreciate that. I'm looking for more information, if you'd be willing to impart some
Go
more.
on.
Madame Ava, the ladies mentioned her. That she may, like you Vishtani, as travelers, you leave Barovia on a regular basis. Is this true?
We do move around, yeah, that's correct.
We would be interested to learn how you leave Barovia.
We have permission.
Permission? From
who?
Strahd?
You could say that, yes.
Okay.
How do you get this permission?
I don't know, my friend. This was a long time before I was born.
Okay, but maybe Madame Ava would be able to shed some light on this. Would you be able to lead us to her, Dazan?
I certainly can, and he points you towards the large sagging tent towards the edge of the
Perfect. And
shore.
do you think she would be willing to accept visitors at this time?
I'm sure she already knows you're here. Madame Ava knows everything.
I hear she is she's quite the soothsayer.
That she is gifted.
Gifted.
There's many a young Vistana who curses that he can't get away with anything. She already...
I'm sure there is. Thank you very much for your time, Dazan. I appreciate that so much. And
he gives you a very he doffs his cap and gives you a very theatrical bow, and then leads you towards the tent.
And I appreciate you allowing me to partake in the music as well.
Yep. As we're
Anytime, my
leaving,
friend.
as we're leaving, I use my thaumaturgy to make the flame give a thumbs up. It's like snap.
Everyone sat around the fire, and the women dancing sort of jump back for a second in surprise, and they all go, "Ah!"
So we walk towards Madame Ava's tent, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And Barnaby's with
still-
you, of course.
Are they still in line of sight? Can we still see them? Or are they
Yeah.
How
they're
deep
too
are
far
we?
away now?
I will move you across to the Vistani encampment.
Ooh, yay!
Oh.
Hang on, let me pan view. All right.
I'm always scared when something has its own map.
Yeah, me too.
No, not this kind of map.
Not
Drone
this one.
maps are good. Drone
No,
maps are fine.
No squares. No squares.
No squares.
That's true.
No
Oh, there are
squares.
squares. There are
Well,
squares.
very faint squares.
Faint as the squares.
So, you guys were.
We were there in front of the
Here?
campfire, right?
Yeah, you're in the campfire around here.
Now
Am
we're
I in the
heading.
GM again? Okay,
Yeah.
Madame Ava's tent's here.
Oh,
It
the
would
big
be
one?
hard to see them over the fire because it's quite a large fire. But
We're back.
you can still sort of see their silhouette. But there are people all around, so they would obscure your view as well.
So before I kind of enter into the... Actually, I'm going to wait for him to come back.
So where are the rest of us? Are we by these
By the
Or
road.
trees.
I take it.
Yeah, by the
We'd
road.
be by here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like looking around, seeing if I can see any kind of flowers of any type at all.
There's not really much in the way of flowers. It's just underbrush.
Not even like
and-
daisies or dandelions or
As I said, it's weeds, too colourful, like dandelion-looking things, but nothing hugely colourful. You get the colour's not really a thing in Barovia,
yeah.
except the Vistani, who have very colourful wagons, very colourful tents, and appear to be very colourful people.
Okay, so before I kind of move towards the tent to enter it, I turn to Mercy and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna need you to wait here for like until I come back out, okay? And then you can enter. Because I need to have some time with Madame Ava one-on-one. Okay?
Why do you think that is a good idea?
Because I want it, and that's how it's gonna be.
So,
So I turn and I enter Madame Ava's tent.
Oh, before I can even do anything, he's
Yeah.
just like,
Okay, so
can I like take a peek or?
you can if you like, yeah. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you just standing, hiding?
We're
I
waiting
am-
for
Right,
Brad to come
problem.
back
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Brad was supposed to be going in to get our gold back.
We're just people watching the camp, or I am at least.
On seeing him go into the tent, I'm just gonna motion sort of stay to the others. I'm gonna run very quickly, sort of through all the children, sort of just weaving through everybody past the campfire. I'm gonna nod to Mercy, and I'm gonna sit just around the corner of the tent in the vain hope that I can hear something coming from sort of the underneath of it.
Okay, as you run through the camp, you hear a few shouts of "Hey, watch out!" But they're very slurred and delayed reactions. Like,
To each one, I respond with "Hey!"
and they go, "Hey!"
There we go.
And the music picks up and everyone's dancing.
I come from a tribe. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I see.
I cast message on Mercy, and I message don't when he tries to peek.
You can
Okay.
respond if you like in your brain.
In my brain.
You get
in my
one
brain. I
sentence
think
reply, yeah.
this is an awful idea. Whatever you're going to do, I can
And
just.
I don't reply.
Oh my
Don't
god.
reply.
Sorry,
Okay,
I have a meddling kitten underneath my desk.
Oh.
Cool. So I'm in her tent anyway.
Okay, so magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. At last you have arrived. Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
Madame Ava, I presume. Is that correct?
Greetings, Brad.
Oh, my reputation precedes me, I see.
Indeed it does.
I presume no one can hear anything outside of this tent.
Oh yeah, can I?
You hear low murmuring voices. So you can't.
I said that to
hear
Madame Ava.
specifics. Oh, sorry. It's a tent.
Mhm.
I presumed you'd have some manner of enchantment, but
You presume a lot.
I do presume a lot.
I'm not doing an old hag voice. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Can I do a listen?
You presume a lot, Brad.
Can I do a listen
You can do a listen.
to try and make sense?
Hmm.
To try and
Hey,
make sense of
listen.
what's being said.
Listen.
You're
Hey.
snooping.
Hey.
Yeah, that one.
So Madame Eva, she looks at you, and you don't know. You've been watching her this entire time, and you don't know. Suddenly, she has a deck of cards in her hand, and you don't recall her ever picking them up or having them when she entered, but they're there.
Presumably.
And she's them on the table in front of her.
So you rightfully pointed out that I do presume a lot. So I'm going to make another presumption that you know why I'm here. Is that correct?
I do.
Okay. Then, are you going to deal those cards and tell me what I need to know?
Okay, so she motions for you to sit in front of the table. She pulls up a stool, and she begins to shuffle the cards. See, I'm shuffling them again. She begins to shuffle, and they're a long card. They're not standard playing card size. They're longer and thinner, and they appear to be beautifully painted. They're very colourful, with like gold leaf on the back, and the pattern is of vines and flowers. Okay, so she draws. She holds the deck out to you and asks you to draw 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
And then she pulls out a smaller deck. This one even more ornately patterned than the previous one.
These are lovely cards, Madame Eva.
Thank you, I painted them myself. She motions for you to draw 2.
1, 2.
Okay. So, let me just flip to the front of the fucking book.
So when you said flattery will get me everywhere, Madame Eva, is that simply a statement, or is that something that you know?
That was a joke.
Okay.
Pretend I'm holding up my sign.
So, the light suddenly dims in the room, and it becomes much more intense than it had been when you first entered. She's arranged the cards in a sort of cross, 3 across the middle, 1 above, 1 below. She reaches for the left card, the leftmost card. As she flips it over, she reads, she says, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." And as she flips over the card, you see the visage of a man burning at the stake with 10 swords encircling him, his face contorted in hideous pain. And she says to you, fucking hell, where is it? She says, "The dictator. I see a throne fit for a king." She reaches for the second card, which is at the top, so the top post at the point of the cross. She flips this one over. She says, "This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope." And on it, you see a what appears to be a bishop holding up a censer with incense floating out from it. And with this one, she says, "The bishop, what you seek lies in a pile of treasure beyond a set of amber doors." Okay,
Sorry,
this one.
notes here.
For this one, she flips over, and this is on the furthermost right. So this is the right-hand bit of the cross. She says, "This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight." And as it's flipped over, you see a man clad in armor with a sword slung across his back. He has 3 daggers on the breastplate pointing downwards. She says, The mercenary. The thing you seek lies with the dead under mountains of gold coins. Okay. She reaches now for the bottom card. This is from one of the more ornate decks. And she says, this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Okay. So this one, as it flipped over, you see what appears to be the face of a man screaming, but the image is broken as if it's a shattered mirror. She says, the broken one. I see a man of faith whose sanity hangs by a thread. He has lost someone close to him. The middle card she now flips over, and she says, your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And it says, as the card is flipped over, you see what appears to be a marionette with its hand above a cup, an ornate cup. Okay. She says, the marionette, look to great heights. Find the beating heart of the castle. He waits nearby. And then she just sits in silence with her hands clasped in front of her.
Madam Ava, what does this all mean? Like the power and the strength, the weapon of vengeance, the sword of sunlight. Where are we going to attain all of those items? I mean, I have a vague idea as to the broken one, but anything else, it's all so vague.
I can only tell you what the cards tell me.
I understand. Madam Ava, thank you so much for your assistance in this. But I have a few other questions, if I may.
Go on.
Presumably, you know of my past and why I have been traveling.
Go on.
I need to know, will I ever be able to return home with my pal?
That is for the fates to decide.
But Ava, you know what the fates decide. You read it. You've read it to me here and now.
Okay, so she says, if you insist. And she brings the deck together and begins to shuffle it again. And she proffers it to you and asks you to draw a card.
Okay.
Okay, you place it on the table and she turns it over and flips it. It's blank. And she appears visibly shocked by this. She says, there is no blank card in that deck. I did not. This is troubling indeed.
My future is not in the fates. My future is what I make it. Is this what you are telling me, Ava?
That is one interpretation.
Okay. And Ava, maybe two last questions, if I may. Outside, Dazan, he explained that your people had an agreement. You have permission to leave Barovia. How did you attain this permission? How does one get it?
The accord that we have is something that is not given often or freely. It is something old, something promised. We are granted protection from the lands of Barovia, from Strahd, because long ago in his history, he was saved by Vistani. So he allows us to travel along his lands.
Saved? How do you save something that can't be killed?
He was not always so.
Okay. And do you know much of demons, Madam Ava?
Demons are not my domain.
Demons are not your domain. Okay. Even low levels?
Even low levels.
Even low levels. Well, Madam Ava, thank you very much for your time. You've been most accommodating here today, and I appreciate it. If you see Alenka, Mirabelle, or Sorvia at any stage, I think that they should offer you a gold because as payment.
She nods. Just farewell to you, Brad.
Actually,
Give my
I'm just going to
regards
stop in the doorway and turn and go. I'm not getting that gold back, am I?
She gives you a chuckle. Farewell. And give my regards to Barnaby.
I will. Curtsy with my cape and I walk out.
So as you walk out, I'm gonna grab you and go, "Who's in there? What does it do? What does it? I couldn't hear. What does it do? Does it?"
Jeez, Caitlin, what are you doing here?
I don't know. You went in and I wondered what it was and what it did because there's so much stuff and.
Mercy, it's your turn, but I'm not sure you're going to get anything else out of Madam Ava at this point.
So my eyes sort of darken a little bit, and I say, "We'll see." And I go in.
Jesus.
So I go in.
Okay, the second that you enter her tent, Madame Ava is still sat at the table. She doesn't look at you. She's like staring at the ground in front of you, and she says, "It was only a matter of time before you visited me, Bethrazin."
Can I hear this?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Again, you're in a tent, friend.
You're in a tent.
So Mercy walks in there, right? But as soon as he enters, his gait changes to sort of a sort of saunter instead of a stiff, formal monk walk. He sort of saunters over to her, and he sits in front of her, and he just says,
No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't sit back. I can't do it. I can't sit back. No. No, I'm gonna at least jam my head through so I can see what's going on.
Okay, so you poke your head under a tent peg. You peeking. Madame Ava kind of glances, but she doesn't give you a position away. She knows you're there.
So, for descriptor here, my eyes are black.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I say to Madame Ava, "Well, someone's been interfering. What have you been up to?"
Interfering.
Oh, I just have some questions about what you told my traveling companion out there.
I'm gonna grab a plague lancet. And I'm just gonna hold it as tight as I possibly can.
I just want to make sure you're not spilling too much information about certain things.
And she's actually, like, as before, she didn't look at you as you entered the tent. Now she's holding your gaze. And she's very steadfast and unperturbed by anything like that. By your current visage, your black eyes, your intimidating presence, as it were. She smiles and she says, "Your secrets are your own, Bethrazin."
Who?
Well, I was kind of hoping for some more fun than you just rolling over.
Brad.
Yes.
Let's
It's weird shit going on.
let's continue the game, shall we?
Not called Mercy.
On that, my eyes glow gold again, and I sit upright and I speak to her properly, and I say, "Greetings, Madam Ava. I hear that you may be of some assistance to us on our quest."
She chuckles to herself and goes, "I may be, Mercy, I have already spoken to your smaller companion.
Really? Were you able to give some assistance to him?
I gave him the knowledge he sought.
Sod.
Thought.
Sought. I was like, sought. Brain.
She's Vistani. They don't have grammar school, okay? It's cool. So I was wondering if there was any aid you may pass on to me of how to find my own path.
I may know. Truly, like father, like son.
Do you mean that?
And she gives you a wry smile. I
So-
know what drives you, Mercy. And she says Mercy with a very sardonic, like, yeah, all right, buddy, tone.
It's like,
I know what drives you. I know who you seek.
where can I find him?
Now that information does not come readily.
What do you want me to do?
She goes silent for a moment, as if in thought.
Trying
As
to
if-
think as to what she wants.
Yeah. And you feel like a chill go up your spine. You feel like visibly like and she drums her fingers together and goes, you have a purpose. A higher purpose than even you are aware of.
Is there anything you can tell me of this purpose?
But where would the fun be?
Don't play games with me.
Do not test me.
Don't threaten her, you shit!
You test my patience, Giorgio.
But Giorgio?
Yeah, it's a Vistani word.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm not
I thought you
Giorgio.
just third name.
So I ask her, is there any advice you can give me on where do I go from here? Do I stay with these people? Do I find my own way? Like what would
now-
help me go home?
For now, stay with your friends. You may find the answer you seek shortly down the road.
So I look her in the eye, and it's almost pleading, right? I give her an almost pleading look, and I say, "Is there anything like anything I can do to rid myself of this curse? Of
She
what I am?"
sighs and shakes her head and says, "Poor boy. No. Embrace your birthright. Then you will find the freedom that you seek."
I'm not sure if that's the freedom I want. And with that, I stand up. I give her a bow.
She nods
and
back.
I turn to leave.
Okay.
So, as he leaves, I put my head a little bit further under and just go, thank you for not giving me away. I know you won't tell me, but thank you for not giving me away.
She smiles, gathers up her cards, and disappears towards the back of her tent.
Ooh, character development.
Yeah, fucker. Can't trust any of you
Well,
fuckers.
being at Madame Ava's tent, what are you guys that are hiding in the trees doing? Because you currently just stood there like lemons.
Oh, Kitlin can go in.
Well,
She's
I guess
practically right
we're
there.
just waiting for everybody to come back, aren't we?
I'm talking shit about Brad, probably.
Yeah.
Speculating how this is gonna fail.
Okay, so you guys making your way back
Yeah.
from the tent.
I imagine that freeing myself from the bottom of a tent, it's going to take me like a minute or so
Oh,
longer than the
yeah.
others. Yeah, to get back. Because I'm one of these stupid cats that like goes underneath a door to play with like a doorstop and then gets stuck and has to like upside down and shimmy and things to get back out from under the tent. Stand up, brush myself off, and kind of yeah.
Get yourself a good eyeful there, Kitlin.
Eh?
Get yourself a good eyeful there.
Oh
So,
yeah, no, these the lads who came up to clean up.
Mhm. So I approach the two of them. I say, like, "Are we ready to go?"
Yeah.
Or do we still?
If you give me a second, I'm just gonna dust myself off. If you head on over, I'm just gonna dust myself off and take a minute because that lying down doesn't agree with me.
Why were you lying down?
It's hot and I'm tired. This isn't like the woods where I'm from. I just wanted a little rest while you two were in there. If you just give me a minute to have a little sort of rest and things, and I'll be straight over there with you. Two seconds. 2 seconds.
No, that's fine. If it's only 2 seconds, we'll wait here with you. It's fine.
No, honestly, it's all right. I just, I just want to have a little stretch and things. You guys make your way back. Brad, if you've got things to tell everybody, I'll catch up with you guys in just a second. And I kind of, I'm gonna pop my hands sort of, one hand behind Mercy's back and one hand behind Brad's back and kind of shove them forward just a teeny bit.
I want to use message on Kitlin, if that's okay.
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 I need to pee, you shits. Leave me alone.
You could have gone. This whole time we've just been standing there doing nothing. You could have gone.
that was what Kitlin.
Yes.
No, as in me. As in, I need to have a week. Can you please fuck off?
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are you messaging me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't run a perception check on that, can I?
Oh,
Message.
no, because I'm just stood there smiling and shoving you guys as far as you're aware.
Okay.
Because there's no concentration in message, is there?
Nope.
There's. It's not like with Isaac and 47 where I could clearly hear. I just roll a 20.
No, this is basically a
Okay.
telepathic message.
That's cool.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Are we heading back to the tree line to rendezvous with our friends, or should we actually stick around and try and find that gold? If it's even here. It may not be.
Cool. So, I think we've gotten everything that we're going to get out of here. There is no gold here. The girls are back at the tavern.
Okay.
So, Kitlin, take your time, compose yourself. Mercy, let's go.
Okay, sorry, I just realized I totally forgot to show you guys the cards that I bought specifically for this fucking thing.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's a little bit. You have a little bit of a glare.
Yeah.
Already.
Hang on, does that work? Nope, that's
No, it's even worse.
Never mind, I'll show you later. It's fine.
Okay.
That's cool. Tweet it
It's
out.
really cool.
Come on, Barnaby, let's go.
Just as a note, as soon as these two turn their backs and take sort of 5 steps away from me,
Okay.
I'm just going to turn around, take out my journal, and just write down the things that I've heard, in particular that name.
Yes.
Mm.
I'll write it down for you so you know how to spell it.
No, I did.
It's in the
Oh,
chat.
you did it.
I
I
got
did.
you. I got you.
Mhm.
I need to write that down somewhere on my sheet now. But yeah, I'm just gonna make some notes about the not looking him in the eye, about the change of gait, the name, everything that I can kind of remember from my shot and grabbing the lancet and almost jabbing him in the leg with it.
Oh,
Right, I
don't think you
wonder
would have wanted
if
to
she'll
do
let me
that.
bend my arm enough that I can hit him in the neck with it.
I
just
don't think
realized
you wanted
this
to
is
do
right.
that. I'm just saying.
What I like, bitch, I'm a cat.
That's true. That's true. It's like,
So
oh,
as you are around the fire, there are still the people there. They seem much more drunk than last time you saw them. They're all having good old time, singing, dancing, getting drunk. The children have now gone.
Cool.
They are either off running around playing somewhere or have returned to their vados or their wagons.
As we walk past the fire back towards the others, I just whip out my lute and I start playing it, at them, as we walk past. And then the further away we get, just put it away and off we go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to meet them at the edge of the camp, but like not crossing over into it.
Okay, there appears to be, as you move closer towards the edge of the camp to meet them, there appears to be like a Vistana gentleman stood by one of the vados, which is the word for wagons. And as you near the camp, he reaches towards his belt. But as he sees Brad moving towards you, he relaxes his hand again.
Just gonna nod at him.
He's with me.
Look,
It's
Brad.
cool. We got this.
He nods back, but keeps his eye on you.
Ah. Okay.
Brad, you gotta go back.
Gentlemen, unfortunately, I've returned empty-handed.
I just have this massive shit-eating grin on my face as he's telling us this.
What do
The
you
girls
mean?
weren't here. The girls weren't here. They are
Where are
settled Vistani. They're back at the tavern, apparently. That's where they live.
But you were in the tavern and you didn't see them.
I did not see them.
So, are they lying?
Oh, that's what I was trying.
Well,
Or are you
I've got
blind?
something- It's probably the latter, in fairness. Blind and drunk, most of the time. But I've got something a bit more important than gold.
Really? That's
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I'm going to bound up and I'm going to put both hands on Brad's shoulders and pop round and go, all right then, guys. So we've got some kind of direction. We ready to go? Yeah, we're ready to move on. I think we should be moving on now.
So, I have information.
Wait, is it 113 golds worth of information?
I would say so, personally.
Okay.
Right.
So, the Vistani, we know that they have the ability to leave Barovia, and that's absolutely fine. The reason why they are able to do so is because they have an accord in place with the Devil Strahd.
Right.
The reason why they have this accord in place is because before he became the Devil Strahd, he was just simply a dude, and his life was saved by a Vistani. Or Vistana, I guess. And,
Vistana is the singular, Vistani is the plural.
okay, so a Vistana, then. So he lets them come and go as they please. Anyone else wanders through fog, Barovia, can't get out. So
Great. So we're stuck
don't-
here, is what you're saying.
our only recourse is to defeat the Devil Strahd.
I'm not sure I would have paid 113 gold for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that
Oh,
that's
no.
worth 113
No, it was
gold. really.
magical because she had cards.
I've got more. I've got
How do you
more.
know that she had cards?
I have cards.
How do you know she had cards, Kidlin?
How did you know?
How
Were
did
you
you
in
know,
there?
Caitlin?
No, so when Brad came out, I popped my head round just to have a little look before you went in, Mercy, because I know you wanted to go in to see if there was any more information and stuff. Well, before you went in, I did this thing where I was lying on the ground and I just thought, oh, I'll just roll over and pop my head in, and all I saw was this lady and she had some lovely cards and things. What a lovely lady, but nothing more than that really. And then I went back to my sort of cat nap on the ground because it is. I am very tired. I do have very short legs, but no, she had cards and it was magical, and I'd have paid a lot of gold to see her.
That
But
was
I've
an
got more.
awful lot to say just to say you saw cards.
Have you met me before?
I've not known you long, but yeah, point taken.
I've had a pretty disgusting sort of middle and indeed beginning to my day. If you would allow me the little joys that I find in pretty things.
By all means.
As
I
you say that, you hear a Vista Cherry chirping away in the woods behind you.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Birds.
Is that Captain Naka? Has he followed us here?
Oh shit!
Is he in Barovia?
Yeah.
Um,
But I've got more information surrounding this. One that will bring us back to town, and you will have your opportunity to, or a piece of information that will bring us back to town, and you may have your opportunity to confront the three lovely Vishtani ladies Oh, it's famous.
Now,
If
we
you-
have information, can we
wish
pass
to.
it along on the road? Because, you know, we've got a long
So-
way to go.
So we need
How-
to return to
how-
town. Irena and what's his name?
Ismark.
Ismark.
Ismark. Irena
Yeah.
and Ismark. They still need to get across country
Yes.
to Vallaki.
How long?
Not even Vallaki.
How long to travel to Vallaki from here?
It's quite a long way.
Yeah, we need to get moving.
When you
I
say
don't know if we
would
have
it
time
would
to
we
go
be
back.
better off? Would we be better off camping here for tonight alongside the Vistani
You're
and then moving
here.
out in the morning, or
Oh,
I just don't want to camp in the middle of nowhere.
Ballaki's here.
Yeah.
It's a long
That's-
And
way.
each one of these hexagons is a quarter mile.
If we,
That's like at least 2 to 3
4,
days.
5
Brad,
miles.
these
Yes,
people,
Caitlin.
do you think they could sort of guarantee our safety for the night? Then we could sit around, we could tell stories, we could forget what a horrible place this is for just an evening.
I have no reason to mistrust the Vishtani.
Yes, but
The ladies seem
with
nice
your
to me.
ties now with Madame Eva, is that enough to guarantee our safety if we were to camp here alongside them for the night?
Madame Eva knows what's going to happen. Madame Eva already knows that we're going to camp here for the night.
And
If we were.
so
So it's
these
approximately 6 miles.
so these gentlemen who won't keep their eyes off us,
They're not going to like kill us in our sleep.
I would rather not die in
Let
my
me
sleep.
ask the question.
Are you going to ask them? Are
Yeah.
you going to kill us in our
How,
sleep?
how long
I
how
walk up
long
to
would
the
it
camp.
take us to walk 6 miles?
It wouldn't take you that long.
Because it's about a 6 mile trek, provided we don't stop.
It would take you a few hours, but
Yeah,
Do you think we could get there by nightfall?
I'm sorry.
Because we need to get there before night falls.
what time is it now, Susie?
It's been a good few hours now, so it's reaching about maybe like 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Mm.
I reckon we could get there by nightfall.
We'd be pushing it.
Maybe 3, 4 hours tops before the sun sets and it gets dark.
It's 3 4 hours tops walk.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 6
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah.
That's with no stops.
Yeah.
Okay, then we don't stop.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna walk it.
Ismark and Irena kind of look at each other doubtful, and they say, "If there's any chance that we'll be on the road at night, I don't want that. There is so many things in these woods. I mean, if we were straight here to there, it would take only a few hours, but that is not always the case with traveling. We'll
Mm.
probably get stopped somewhere, and
True.
I cannot risk being exposed.
True.
He has spies."
Brad, do you mind? You're
I'll
the
speak to the
one.
Vishtani. That's fine.
Thank you.
So I walk back towards the camp, and I walk up to that guard that had clocked 47.
Yeah.
And I say to him, "Hello there, friend. You know me. I'm okay with you guys, right?
He gives you a nod, yeah.
Perfect. Would you and your people be so kind as to grant us not so much a roof over our heads, because that's not what we're going to ask. That would be an incredible imposition. But would you be able to grant us the safety of your camp for the night?"
He goes, "1 minute," and he walks over and he goes to us to the gentleman that was telling the story earlier around the camp. And
Dazan. My
Dazan,
boy,
yeah.
my boy, Dazan.
Dazan, yeah.
They have a whisper, and you see Dazan look up at you guys, and then back at the dude, and then he's like, "Come over," and he gestures you guys.
Okay.
And then
So
Are
I
you gonna
message
go
back
over?
to camp. I message back to camp, or to our guys to go. Yep, let's go. Pop over.
okay, as you
Yep.
come closer to
Going to
Dazan, he goes,
wander over.
"On my honor as a Vistana, no harm should come to any of your heads should you camp with us this night."
And I
Dazan,
do have to ask, friend, because we've had dealings with some unsavory people since we started our journey. Our belongings are our belongings, yes?
Of course. On my honor, they will stay as such.
Dazan, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you very much for granting us safety tonight.
No problem at
gonna
all. He
bow.
gestures for you to set up around the edge of the fire. There's plenty of space for you to set up little bedrolls and stuff. As you guys set up your camp, the violin starts up once more, and he starts to tell another tale.
Oh
Would you like to
Christ!
hear
It's
it?
going to be this through the night, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As he's telling a tale, can I be mixing a thing?
Yeah, certainly. Just what I'm going to tell you guys this one because it's cool.
Yeah. Watch me
so-
fuck this up because I'm listening too hard.
So the violin starts playing, and this one is much more mournful and sorrowful than previously you've heard. And you see Darzan's he's mainly addressing a pretty young girl sat across from him, and she's looking at him, she's smiling, she's tucking her hair behind her ears. She seems quite enamored with him, and he's giving
How
her
old
a
is
cheeky
Dazan?
smile and a wink. Darzan's a young man, he's in like late teens, early 20s.
Mm.
And he starts to tell this story. He goes, "My dear, have I ever told you the story of how the first violin came to be?" And she giggles and she smiles and she's heard this story a million times because it's just they sit around the campfire, they tell stories. But he stops and he goes, "The first violin, it is said, was created to lure a lover," and he smiles at her. "A young Vistana longed for the affections of a girl who spurned him. So deep with his desire that he sought the aid of dark powers to win her. The powers consented to help him. In payment, they demanded the spirit of the boy's brothers and sisters. The powers bound them into the strings and bow of the first violin, then gave the instrument to the boy, so that he might serenade his sweetheart." And the strings, the violin grows louder, and it's still very sad. When the boy played, the violin filled the air with his family's pain, as well as their remembered joys, and the girl was spellbound. Unfortunately, she loved the musician only when he played, and eventually, the sound of his victims drove the young man mad. He killed himself. But the next Vistana who took up the instrument found he could reproduce the sound with all its beauty, and so the violin was born.
Oh,
Wow.
That's quite
That's
the
dark.
sad tale, Dazan.
Mm.
Indeed, but it's only a legend.
Only a legend, only a story.
You don't carry a violin, do you, Brad?
No, I carry a lute.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm a
That's
little
how-
okay. Balls.
So he starts to address you now, guys. He's what brings you out into our wonderful camp? Was it me you sought? And he winks at you, Kitlin. Did I lure you here with my violin?
He's way better than I am.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yep, no
I'm
doubt.
a sucker for a good story, the same as anybody is, and your stories here are far brighter than any I've heard elsewhere.
He gives you a smile. And he goes, "I have many more in store for you, my dear." Winks and then turns to the rest of the group.
Wow.
And with that, you can start preparations for chilling.
Take some notes, Brad.
Pip, you screamed.
Again, for the 5th time today.
I mean, we can call it here if you guys need to be doing other things.
I need to go and sort Pony out, but I can come back.
I mean, we can carry on if you like.
I'm
But, I
going
mean,
to carry on afterwards when Pip comes back, if everyone
Yeah.
else is.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Food break.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay,
do
cool.
that.
In that case, I'm gonna go on a pony break. I'm
Go get
really
something.
annoyed that I rolled a 9. That's only 1 away.
Oh,
no. So
I
is
made a
that
mistake.
nothing, or is that you don't know what it is?
No, it's nothing.
Oh no.
Oh.
I have
Wow.
to roll a 10 to make something.
Oh
15
no.
to know what it is.
Sadness.
Boo.
Sorry, I'll try again later.